Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to more Octopath Traveler. How is everybody doing tonight? And actually, before I forget, I need to check my phone real quick, because Bill is not home again tonight. He's seeing a show, and I need to make sure that my alarm is on to give my dog her pill. Also, if you guys would like to be my alarm, for anyone who is in here, 9 o'clock is when I have to give her pill. So hopefully this alarm will go off, but let me just double check. Okay, that should be good. Uh-oh. Why is my YouTube buffering? Alright, I'm gonna refresh my page. Hi, Sean! Hopefully this doesn't do anything. It shouldn't. We are live. We're streaming through OBS, so refreshing this page shouldn't actually hurt anything, but I'm always a little paranoid to do it. Oh gosh, it happened again, where somebody's comment is being... Okay, somebody said something... The first half of your comment, I can't read because it's underneath my stupid poll, and for some reason, you can do it on mobile where you can move the poll completely up and then it's not covering anything, but on PC, on my version, on YouTube Studio... the poll, even when you minimize it, there's still like a strip of it, and the strip of it is literally covering half of your comment and your name. So all I can read is, well, when I'm not at work. That's all I can read. So I don't know whose message that was, but go ahead and tell me what the first half of your message was, or just say the whole thing again. But sometimes YouTube is like, doesn't like that. It'll think you're spamming or something. Oh, and by the way, let's change to live chat instead of chop chat. Oh, wait, actually, okay, Angie says, me and timey things don't work so well when I'm not at work. Me and timey things don't work so well when I'm not at work. So, are you not at work, or are you at work? I don't know. Lee, hi Lee, how are you doing? He says, I might have accidentally broke my promise the day I made it. Oh, that's okay, Lee. Lee, I told you, it's not really feasible for every person to make every single stream. It is not your obligation. I am just glad that you're here tonight, because guess what, Lee? We have our final Chapter 4, and our final chapter, in general, ever, in Octopath Traveler. There are no more chapters left after tonight. I went ahead, and being the list type person that I am, I made a list. It is the list of all of the side quests we still have left in the game, which is actually kind of more than I thought we did. However, it's not too big of a deal, and I think we can get it done. So instead of starting with Cyrus's chapter, I'm going to do the side quests that are currently available to us to finish now. And then after Cyrus's Chapter 4 is done, we'll do some of Cyrus's Chapter 4's, like, Chapter 4, like, required side quests. And then if we have ample time left over after stream is like, what am I trying to say? After Cyrus's chapter is done, if we have ample time, we'll do some more. And then any that we haven't finished, we will do at the beginning of tomorrow's stream, and then we will attempt the final boss. Angie says, I mean I make a bad alarm. Oh, okay. Speaking of alarms, I actually have... So, you know how I say I have, like, insomnia, and I go to bed, like, really late, and my sleep schedule's all over the place? Well, sometimes it's very hard for me to actually wake up once I'm asleep. I just want to sleep for, like, 14 hours straight. My body is just like, this is what happens when you don't get sleep. Now we feel like we need to catch up, and then we just go into a comatose for, like, a week. So what I have to do is I set 2 alarms for myself. The first alarm just says, wake up. The second alarm, and I did just change this recently, and I'll explain why I changed it, but the alarm used to say, the second alarm was set for 5 minutes after the first alarm, and it said, fucking get up! Exclamation point. because I wanted to basically remind myself, like, don't you dare go back to sleep. However, the other day I was kind of like, I see a therapist for a reason, and one of the things that she always tells me is to be nicer to myself, to stop beating myself up about things that are, like, either not under my control necessarily, or things that just really, in the grand scheme of life, are not a big deal. So instead of telling myself to fucking get up, what does it say now? It says, I think it says please get up now. I was like, okay, I'll be nicer to myself, but I still have 2 alarms. That part is still the case. Lee is trying to think of a game to play. Anybody got a suggestion? Lee, I have suggestions, but all of my suggestions are going to be games that we're going to play on the channel, which I think is fine. In fact, it might even be fun for you to play a game that we're going to play on the channel, and then you can see, you can then come and watch it while I stream it. Like, that might be fun for you. I mean, games I would suggest Subnautica. I would suggest Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze and Donkey Kong Country Returns. If you like 2D platformer games, they're literally the best 2D platformers I've ever played. They're amazing. And then, of course, the usuals. I mean, if you haven't played Super Mario Odyssey somehow, you should play Super Mario Odyssey. Hyrule Warriors is actually really good, both of them. The Age of Calamity and the original one for the Wii U. I mean, I literally have a stack of at least 15 Switch games over in the corner, along with a stack of, like, a dozen or more Wii games, and like 8 or 9 Wii U games, and I mean, I just have stacks and stacks of games, but most of them fall under a couple of categories: Zelda, Mario, Pokemon. And then there's, like, some deviants, like, you'll see Pikmin and Donkey Kong in there. It's mostly, I mean, it's all Nintendo stuff, actually. That's all Nintendo stuff. Also, Lee, Lee, have you ever played Monster Hunter World? Have you ever played it? Because it's incredible. It's a little bit of a challenging game, especially if you're not used to that kind of a game, but I would highly recommend Monster Hunter World. And that is another one that I might be playing on the channel. In fact, I mean, we really should be starting side quests, but I'm going to blab for a couple seconds longer, because I did actually test Subnautica yesterday. I set up everything on my OBS, and I was like, okay, let's see if this runs well, because if you guys remember from the other night, I told you Subnautica is a really unoptimized game. Like, it's a wonderful game, but it's made by an indie company, and they especially with the first game, the code is all over the place, and the game doesn't utilize your GPU and CPU very well, to the point where, like, it literally, I don't know if it still does this, and I'll tell you why in a second, but it won't use, or it wouldn't use, more than 4 cores of your CPU. And so I have 32 cores in my CPU, and so it only using 4 of them is problematic. So I would have to actually go into my, like, task manager and set affinity for the game so that I would manually only make it use those 4 cores, because if it was set to use all 32, the game would still only try to use 4, and you would essentially lose half of the frames per second you were supposed to really be getting. However, I went and tested it last night, and if I do that same thing, yes, the FPS goes up, but then the stream and the game both stutter, and I'm not sure why. I had a feeling it was going to happen, but the game and OBS stutter and I think it's because I'm basically limiting the amount of CPU cores, and the CPU and the GPU are working in tandem to make the stream run. So I set it back to 32 cores, and it actually ran kind of smoothly, but at times I was still seeing the frame rates drop to, like, into the 40s, which is really low for a 3090 and a 3970X Threadripper CPU and everything else that I have in my system. It just feels bad. It's at 4K, so I mean, I get it, but the game is just so poorly optimized. I'm debating whether or not I even want to play it on the channel, because even though I can technically do it, I don't know how smooth it will be throughout the whole game. It seemed like in the areas I was in, it was acceptable. But if I don't do it, I'm thinking of some other things, and one of the other things I'm thinking of doing is Monster Hunter World. Oh, hi, Malik. Malik, you've been in here before, haven't you? If not, welcome, but I feel like I remember you. Do you know when the closed beta will turn to open beta? What are we talking about? I must have... You know what, let me go back and read, actually. Angie has 2 alarms in the morning, 15 minutes apart, shower, and not gonna bother. Oh my god. Name one of your plants after yourself, so when you talk to it in positive ways, your brain equates it to you. Oh. Oh, that's a nice idea, but also kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about naming a plant Vinny. You know, that's kind of weird. Lee loves Super Mario Odyssey. Rightfully so. Sean says, low-key flex, lol, look at all these cores, JK. I know, it's... The thing is you would think 32 cores in a CPU would be amazing for gaming, but it's actually kind of the opposite. There are not very many games in the market right now for PC that can actually utilize that many cores, unfortunately. So... I did an oops, you know, I probably... Now, for rendering, for video rendering, for, like, everything else, this CPU is a freaking beast. It can do anything, and it can do it in like an instant. It's so sexy. But for gaming, it's still very good, but it's not maybe as good as, like, I think I would have better performance if I went with like an Intel that usually has more streamlined lower core CPUs, or AMD just came out with a really, really amazing gaming CPU that only uses 8 cores. That one, I don't know. It's something I could maybe upgrade in the future, though. Do you know when the closed beta will turn to open beta? I remember when Intel Core 2 Duo was the best processor to ever come out. And yes, I've been here before, and it's... Oh, Malik. Oh, Malik. Okay, I think... I want to say I remember even asking you how you pronounce your name, and I'm sorry, it's been a while, I feel like, since you've been in here, so I forgot how to pronounce your name. I will make another mental note, and I will attempt to promise you that I'll remember how to pronounce it in the future, but, you know, it's hit or miss with me sometimes. Sean says, old man voice. When I was a kid, we had 2 cores if we were lucky. Yeah. Or like 1 core, I don't know. There were 1 core CPUs, I'm sure, like the originals. I don't know. Anyway, I need to get... we have a lot to do today. This is not like... I shouldn't just be sitting here chatting, even though I'm having a lot of fun doing it, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so I figured out that we have, like, I don't know, 8 quests or so to do that we can do right now. I don't know, maybe it's not 8, but it sure looks like it on my little notepad. Okay, and the sound quality, just so everyone knows who hasn't been here before, the game sound goes out when I have to tab over to my other screen because Octopath is stupid, and the full screen mode does not work like most games, so I can't just mouse over to the other screen. I have to physically hit the Windows button and then go over, and that makes the sound go away, so. Let's see. Quests. So, Kaia, Mother of Dragons. Let's start with that one, because that's the one that's been annoying me the most. I keep going, where is your egg, Kaia? Why have we not found this dragon egg? So, it says we get it from a friendly farmer in West Clearbrook Traverse. So, Clearbrook is like here. But it's saying in West Clearbrook Traverse is where we get this egg. So there's an NPC somewhere to the west of Clearbrook that has an egg, and I've never found him. Or if I did find him, I did not steal from him. Oh, that is delicious. I have been missing... I was out of oat milk for like the last 2 days. Oh, we don't have Therion with us. Well, we could probably buy it with Tressa, but... I mean, I have like, what, 1,000,000 leaf, but I'm still not gonna buy it. I ain't buying something if I can steal it instead. Are you kidding me? We don't buy things around these parts. Okay, Therion, actually switch with Tressa, and then like, just in case we need Ulbrich for something, we'll do that. Okay. And then we just want to walk back outside. No worries. Malik says no worries, it's been a long time. I watched your first stream. You watched my first stream? Oh my gosh! such, like, it seems like eons ago, doesn't it? You know, I still sometimes will go back, because I'll be like, I said something that I wanted to do in the future, and like I kind of remember where in what video I said it in, and so I'll go back occasionally. And sometimes like for example, I went back and watched that first Horizon Forbidden West stream a little bit, and I was like, man, this is a rough time. We had a really rough time with that first Horizon episode because I just could not get used to the controls for like the controller, because I'm a PC gamer and I'm used to being able to turn my camera with a mouse. And I did eventually get over it. I mean, you guys can vouch for me. I got through it. We did it. You know, we did well. But it was a rough time. I honestly, it feels kind of bad, because I'm like, I wish I could go back in time and tell myself to just practice with the game for like a day or so before actually doing it, because it's just kind of a drag. It's kind of a drag, honestly. And I hope that future people who find the channel don't watch that video first and then go, oh man, this guy sucks and is like very unpleasant to watch. If they're gonna think those things, they need to think them about the current day videos, not stuff from the past, you know what I mean? I've also gone back like and watched, what was my first series? Oh, my first series that I did on this channel was Twilight Princess. And I gotta say, for my very, very first video on YouTube, you know, very first time editing a video, like navigating my way through all that stuff, I think I did pretty well, if I do say so myself. But it's still, you look at it and you're like, oh, baby Vinny. You're like, baby Vinny, look how, you know, and it's funny because I had acting train. Wait, where is this egg at? Who has this egg? I am looking for an egg. And I'm not finding one, and it's making me very cranky. But yeah, it's just, it's funny to see how we grow over time, you know, in everything we do. I mean, think about the first time, like, think about your job that you have in real life, and think about your first day on the job, and then think about, like, where you are now, like how much more efficient you are, how much more relaxed you are, maybe how much less you care than you did on the first day. Like, I know that's a big thing. Okay, seriously, I have no clue where this egg is. Okay, really, it says in my little notebook, spreadsheet thing, whatever, it says we're supposed to scrutinize. Oh, we're supposed to scrutinize? Oh, and it makes a hidden item appear. Oh, and I see the hidden item. Okay, this makes more sense. So that lady we just scrutinized, she makes this item appear, and this should be the egg. There it is, giant egg. Okay. Okay, fair enough. And then we take this to Boulderfall, because that's where Kaia is. And we turn it in. And everybody is here today. Kalis is here, Lee is here, Malik is here, Angie, Sean. You guys are all here today. You know who's not here, though? Disney. Disney! I know you're going to watch this in the future eventually. Even if you say you're not going to watch it right now, you're going to watch it in the future, and you're going to hear me say these words. I miss you! Come back, Disney! Come back to us. We miss chatting with you. You're fun, and you're nice, and sweet, and I love your energy, and you're not here. And it's been about a month since Disney's been on one of the streams. Everybody in chat, tell Disney how much you miss her, so she'll come back. I'll take a screenshot of it, and I'll send it to her on Facebook to make her feel extra bad. I dropped my precious egg when I was crossing the bridge. You haven't seen it, have you? Yes, I have. I don't even know if I care about the quest text. I need to get through these quests, or we are going to have a 25th episode of this game, and I don't know if I want to have a 25th episode, although 25, it's kind of a pleasing number, you know what I mean? So maybe I do, but my egg, oh thank the gods, there's not a crack on it. Okay, so she has a dragon. It's a dragon egg. The quest is literally called Kaia, Mother of Dragons. It's a dragon egg. I had a dream, you see. It was ever so strange. All right, I'll read about your dream. A dragon appeared before me, and then it started to speak. Okay, so it's Smog. It's funny, even though the dragon was enormous, I wasn't scared at all. Okay, so it's not Smog. Smog's pretty terrifying. It spoke like a highborn lady. Oh, it's really not Smog. Okay. Ever so posh, and I could tell it was wise, too. The dragon said it would give me an egg, and that I had to take care of it. Well, it was just a dream, of course, but it seemed so real. So I went to the place the dragon told me about, and upon my honor, there was a giant egg. Well, after being sent there, of course I had to take good care of it. The dragon told me something else, too. I heard that in the old days, all dragons were wise, and they'd often talk to folk like us. But now, there are hardly any wise dragons left in the world. Yeah, all these dragons walking around the world, not getting their vaccines, like, they're not very wise these days, you know what I'm talking about? So I have to raise the baby dragon when it hatches and teach it to talk like people. There's a man in Quarry Crest who knows all there is to know about eggs. They say he's hatched everything from spiders to griffins. Yeah, I don't know about the spiders thing. That's where I'm headed. If anyone can help me hatch this egg, it'll be him. Anyway, I must be going. Thank you for finding my egg. Okay, go away, Kaia, so that I can instantly teleport to you in this other place and then continue your quest. Oh, my name's Kaia, by the way. If you ever need anything, just... So you're telling me that we just helped this woman, we got her egg back, and she didn't even tell us her name until, like, that moment? Jeez. This lady's got some... She's got some issues. Okay. I just got excited. I'm such an idiot that I forgot that I told you guys to tell Disney how much you loved her, and then I saw Disney's name in chat, and I was like, is Disney here? And then I was like, oh. It was like a really sad moment just now. I bet you guys could... I bet you saw my reaction there. I went like, oh. Like, it was very upsetting. You're gonna look back on any video you made months in the past and not like certain aspects of it. You're right, Sean. You're right. And Kayla says it's how you learn and grow. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Kayla says, I've never met you, but I hope. Yeah, Kalis was post-Disney. See, now that's gonna be the joke on the channel. You know how, like, they use, like, before Christ and after... Is it after death is what AD is? As, like, a timeline sort of, you know, way to tell time. It's gonna... Now, on this channel, it's gonna be, like... BD and AD, like before Disney and after Disney. Oh god. Okay, Kaia is here. She's still... Wait, she has something to steal? Oh, she's got new stuff. Okay, well, gimme. I'm helping you out. You're gonna just give me free stuff as well.
Hello there.
Oh, she's got like a southern dialect or something. I don't know what that was. Why, you're the person who found my... I'm not, you know what? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing the dialect right now. I'm not feeling it right now, okay? It's me, Kaia, remember, there's an old man in this town who knows all there is to know about dragon eggs. Yes, we know. I wish I knew where he's at. I'm awfully anxious to talk to him. Alright, who is this person? This person is... the Eggman! Oh, there's literally just an NPC somewhere in this town called the Eggman. I actually think... I remember where he's at, too. I think he's in the tavern. If he's in the tavern, what do I win? Do I win the prize of best memory ever? See, this is what I'm talking about, Malik. I can't remember how to pronounce your name for some reason, but I can remember where the Eggman is, and I'm pretty sure. What do you want to take? You want to take bets? This man right here. This is going to be the Eggman. Let's see how well I can remember. It's been over a year since I've played through this game. Keep that in mind. Damn it! Damn it, I was wrong! Okay, I was so certain that was gonna be the Eggman. He's not even in here, is he?
Thank you.
Yeah, he's not even... Oh yeah, because this was... Oh, okay, to be fair, this is the guy that... We brought this girl right here, we brought her to this guy for another quest. So technically he is a quest person. He's just not the quest person that I thought he was. So, do I at least get, like... Give me just, like, 20% of a point. I'll take that much. Please, may I have some points, sir? Like, just a few points. Like, a fraction of a point. Okay, where else would he be? Come on, memory. Oh, it's him. It is him. I remember now. It is him. It has to be. Plus, we haven't scrutinized him, so it makes a lot of sense. Yep, there he is, the Eggman. The Eggman. We did it! We found him first try.
A good day.
First try, guys. See how good my memory is? Alright, we're going back to Kaia now. This is a mess. This stream is chaotic already. Do you guys feel the chaotic energy that's emanating from me? This is what happens when we get a lot of people in chat. I become chaotic. It, like, gasses me up. Alright. Yes, we know a... Oh, I have to guide him, don't I? Oh, okay. I thought I just needed to talk to him. I don't know. No, we need to kidnap him. Because apparently we can't just be like, hey, there's a girl literally, like, 50 feet away from us right now downstairs that wants to talk to you. Like, we can't just do that. No, we have to hypnotize him. Why don't we do it with Prim? Usually, we've been doing it with Ophelia, but I feel like, oh, look, some travel banter. Let's do this. Cyrus, you really could stand to learn a thing or two about the hearts of women. I could. Yes, but don't worry, I'd be happy to help. I have a feeling I may be in trouble here. Come on, just think of it like a storm. You can't stop it, so just ride it out. Are you two having a conversation through glances alone? Not at all. It's nothing. Isn't that right, Therion? Right. Is that so? Now listen up, Professor. You need to choose your words more carefully. Has my language been somehow improper? On the contrary, you're too eloquent for your own good. Women like charm and eloquence in a man, this is true. But when you shower a girl with flowery words, she's bound to get ideas in her head. You have a face that girls are like to fancy. You'd do better not to raise false hopes. That was not my intention. I mean, I had no idea. I think that's her point. Of course, if you do have a true interest in a woman, you can whisper sweet sentiments to your heart's desire. Don't assume your feelings are communicated as if by magic like some men seem to believe. Why are you looking at me? Because you're precisely who I'm talking about. I swear, if I could only mix you two together, I might have a real gentleman. That was a good one. I have seen that one before, and it's definitely one of my favorites. Alright, let's take Sexy Prim and go and allure this old man. Let's go and allure this old man with Prim's sexiness. Ooh, 100% chance. Admit it now, wouldn't you care to spend a little more time with me? A man once told me about a country with an egg-hatching dance. What? Pray come hither. Okay, we have him. The Eggman is ours. Eggman obtained. Question is it chaotic good or chaotic evil? Well, I guess it depends on the day. If I'm being honest, when I usually take those quizzes that tell you whether you're like lawful, you know, blah blah blah, I usually get lawful good. And it's true. I am really deep down, I'm a goody two-shoes. I'm like, I can't even hurt a fly. I'm like that kind of a person. But I do revel in... See, I'm also an actor though. So I can take on whatever goddamned personality I want to. And I'm... Like, it's not even necessary... Like, I think if I'm being... Like, the one quiz that I took said I was lawful good. But I think really what I probably am is... chaotic good. I think I'm chaotic good. Because I like a little bit of, you know, mischievous and that kind of thing. Mischievity, I don't know, there's probably a word for that. I like a little bit of that. I like to salt and pepper my life with that, but then also I do, like, I'm a goody two-shoes, and I follow the rules. I'm like one of those people, maybe some of you guys can relate to this, but like when I go into a grocery store or a retail store and they have those metal detector things that like detect whether or not you're stealing things from the store, I'm that person that's like, I immediately feel guilty. I'm like, oh no, I have stolen something accidentally. Like, I have accidentally stolen something, and this is gonna go off the moment that I step through this. I'm like that person. I'm like so conscious of feelings of guilt and following the rules that I like there. Actually, like, there was one time when I was a kid, I don't remember what I got in trouble for, but I got in trouble for something I didn't do because I admitted to doing the thing that I didn't do because I thought it's what they wanted me, I thought it's what whoever was disciplining me at the time, I thought it's what they wanted me to say. So I lied and I said that I did the thing that I didn't do. And then they found out later that I lied about doing the thing that they thought that I did, and then they were like, why did you do that? Like, why are you this person? And even to this day, I'm like, why indeed? Why am I this person? I've come to this town because I heard there's a gentleman here who knows everything about eggs. That wouldn't be you by any chance. I, the Eggman, most folks call me, so what do you want to see me about? Eggs, obviously, sir. What kind of question is that? I have a dragon egg and I want to hatch it. Ho 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 ho, I'm too old to be taken in by eggs. All of the life was just drained from my soul. I'm too old to be taken in by extravagant claims like that, lassie. I see how it's gonna be, Octopath. I see. I see. This means war, then. What does swoons mean? I feel like I've asked you guys that before and I've already forgotten, but a lot of people say it in this game. Now look who's got yolk on his face. That is a dragon egg. Oh my god. Could you keep your voice down, sir? We don't know who could be listening. Yeah, you know, those people that want to steal dragon eggs and use them to build a dragon army and take over the world with dragons. Excuse me? Seeing a rare specimen like that, I just couldn't help myself. Apparently you can't help yourself with puns either. You just gotta take the low road. I've only seen fragments of 4, but that size and color, it can't be nothing else. Simply extraordinary. Where in the god's good name did you find it, lassie? I don't even care where she found it. I am so done with this quest. My god. You know, I didn't see a poll today. I think we should... Wait, there's a poll. There is a poll, Kalis. I can confirm. It's still up. I haven't taken it down. I don't ever actually take the polls down. There's 2 votes for it, and both... Basically, the poll is who is your favorite of the secret job shrine gods, and I wrote down all 4 names, and so far Starora the Starseer has 2 votes. At 100%, and nobody else has any votes. There should be a quiz, and I think I just... You know what, whatever, like, egg, tell me, sir, like, Legend has it a dragon's egg has to be warmed by the heat of a volcano. Okay, so she needs to go to a volcano to hatch it, right? It's just a tale, she's never tried it himself. Some eagles nest on the slopes of volcanoes so that the heat will warm the eggs. Cool. Getting so close to a volcano sounds dangerous. Yeah. Also, hatching a dragon egg sounds dangerous, Kaia, you lunatic. Aye, but if you travel to Orwell, you might find a blaze stone. Okay, she needs a blaze stone from Orwell. Cool. Oh, it is Jude Stumpf. Hello, Jude. How are you doing, sir? I did not know that you were, I don't know, have you been subscribed to me this whole time? It's funny, because, like, my husband is so shameless. He teaches community college theater, and he went apparently to his students one day, and he shamelessly plugged my YouTube channel to his college students. And I was both incredibly... What is the word? I was incredibly taken aback by it, because it was very sweet. And I was also incredibly embarrassed. You know what I mean? Like, even though I'm proud of the channel, it's kind of embarrassing for my husband to go to his college students who are younger than me, pretty much, and tell them to go subscribe to my YouTube channel. So he did, but then he took his students on a trip to go see SpongeBob the Musical, because he teaches theater, and they stopped by the house on the way back because he wanted to show them Rose. You know, as you do, I guess. And, a couple of them who actually watch the channel, apparently they don't watch live, as far as I know, unless they lurk. They don't watch live, but they watch the VODs of the streams we've already done. And they came in and they were like asking me questions and how do you make your thumbnails? And like I was both like incredibly happy. It made me really happy that like they genuinely seemed like they were taking an interest in it. But also, I was very embarrassed. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird having somebody, like, actually in real life approach you about, like, your YouTube stuff. I don't know. Did we actually finish that quest? I think we did. So now we need to go to Boulder Fall. Or no, we need to go to Orwell. Oh my god. Kayla says don't... Angie says, Kalis, don't be so egg-centric. And Kayla says, no reason to be... no reason to exaggerate, Angie. Oh my god. Here we go. Angie also says she's so excited and an Eggman after my own heart. Oh my god. Jude says the alarm at Walmart went off on my mom and it was incredibly scary. Well, I mean, as long as she hasn't stolen anything, it should be fine in theory. They'll come, they'll check you, and they'll be like, okay, you're fine. But it does, I mean, I would imagine, I would probably have an anxiety attack, honestly. Kaia is here now. Okay, Kaia, you have more items to steal, so we're gonna do that. Because we are terrible people. 80%. Why is it always the 80% that fail on? No, I don't want to purchase. We don't spend money here. We don't buy things.
Hello there.
Yes, Kaia, we know you're the girl with the dragon egg. And yes, I have been helpful. I came to this village to look for blaze stones, so I might hatch the egg, except the dragon egg's been stolen. She lost the dragon egg. The man... Oh, okay, this is what I was... Okay, the man who took it said to meet him in Dragonsong Fane. We have been to Dragonsong Fane. Right before we came to Elfin's Chapter 4 here in Orwell, I stopped in that dungeon cave and I said, there should be an NPC somewhere here that has an egg. That's what I was thinking of, and I was not wrong. It's just, he has the egg for Kaia's, like, third installment of her quest, not for the first one, so... Again, my memory remembering something, but then not remembering every part of every detail and getting something wrong. It's like so typical. Oh, you know what? I need to go back. Wait, do we have... Oh, right, because we have Prim right now. We need to not have Prim, actually. We need Ulbrich, I believe, because the guy is gonna... It's gonna be a challenge type fight. Well, at least Angie is very egg-agreeable, says Malik. God, how... You know, I think what the most frightening thing about this to me is just how many words there are in the English language that actually works with. Ulbrich, we're here to pick you up. I wanted to talk to him just in case he gave us some items. All right, Ulbrich, you're coming with us. Yeah, I'm shocked. I'm shooketh. I am shooketh to my core at just how many words that stupid word works with in making puns. It's incredible. So let's talk a little bit more about like Subnautica and stuff. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Because basically, when I was running the stream, the best that I could achieve in terms of performance was it has to be in 4K. I can't downsize it and make it 1080p. It's going to ruin the quality, and also, when I do 1080, weird stuff happens when I try to stream in 1080p on a 4K monitor. The only way I can really truly do 1080p streams is if I downgrade to 1080p monitors, and that ain't gonna happen. So I was getting anywhere from, like, I think the lowest I dropped to was like 38 frames per second, and then upwards of like 60. So that's probably on par with like in Horizon Forbidden West, for example, we were getting an average, you know, I'm gonna buy this axe, because I think it's actually pretty good if you're doing a rune build. Ooh, nice, got a discount. What was I saying? Horizon Forbidden West, we were getting about an average, not Forbidden West, Zero Dawn. When we were doing Zero Dawn, I actually capped out the frames per second to 60, because 60 frames per second is the highest you can stream in on YouTube anyway. That's the highest it will render anyway, and any more is just kind of lost and actually can cause, it can cause skipping in the video, like lost frames, weirdly enough, stuttering sometimes. So would you guys be okay with the performance of like 38 frames to 60 frames a second? It runs pretty smooth. I think we should probably still do it. It's also a relatively short series, or it will be, because the game itself is not horrendously large, and B, I know where to go in the game, and the biggest hurdle of the game is figuring out where everything is at, but since I know where everything is at, it's not gonna be a blind, playthrough. So, what do you guys think? If we didn't do Subnautica, we would do... the other game I want to do is God of War 4, but here's the thing. My PS4's hard drive needs to be replaced. Now, I could do it, but I don't know if I can do it by, like, Tuesday. I'm not sure. It depends on if I could get my hands on an SSD to replace the hard drive with. The other option is buying a PS5 and playing it on that, which ultimately, I think if I'm going to drop money on an SSD, I'm probably just going to want to buy the PS5. Because I want to buy the PS5 anyway for when God of War Ragnarok comes out, but also because I would like to eventually play Horizon Forbidden West on something better than the PS4, because the PS4, my PS4 anyway, had a lot of issues with the game. But I don't know if I'm willing to drop $800 on a PS5 right now. I don't know. It's not like I can't. I can.
This is the beginning of your end.
It's just God of War is proving to be something that I need maybe a little bit more time to get ready. Yeah, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? The other games, the other option. Hey, look! Look what I have right here. Can you guys see that? Hopefully it's in focus. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I have it in my hands. So we could play this game next, and I would have no issues playing this game technologically because we'd be playing it on the Switch. The Switch plays very nicely with everything. It would be good. We could do that game. I'm just interested to know what you guys think about all that.
Don't start things you can't.
Malik says as long as it runs at least 30 frames, it's watchable. I mean, I do agree. I do agree. But you also have to understand, my gaming experience for the longest time has been, you know, I have a 3090 and a Threadripper, so I have, like, like Monster Hunter World, which is not the most optimized game in the world, runs at, like, I think the last time I tested it with the 3090, it was running at like 80 to 90 frames a second in 4K. 4K, Monster Hunter World, which is like a very graphically intensive game. So I'm used to having higher frame rates. So when it drops down to something like 38, I can technically feel it. Like I feel it and I see it, but I don't think it's like it's not distracting. Alright, so this guy apparently has the egg. Can we just steal it, or do we have to fight him? We have to fight him. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. Well, sir, we're gonna challenge you to a duel. To arms.
'Tis a good day for battle. Victory shall be mine.
Hold on, I feel like I've missed something, because Sean says don't pay scalpers. Oh, yeah, you're talking about the PS4. Here's the thing. The $800 is the price that Walmart has it listed for. Like, Walmart apparently has them, but they're $800. And I think I would be, if it came from a retail store like Walmart, I think I would be okay with buying one. It's just, am I willing to spend $300 more than what it's supposed to be priced at? And also, I don't even understand how Walmart's allowed to do that. I don't understand how they're allowed to mark it up that much. Like, aren't retail stores supposed to, like... Aren't they... I don't know. Do they have contracts saying you can only sell it for this much more than what you pay for it or something? I don't know. I feel like if not, they should. Because, God. Walmart's basically almost as bad as the scalpers, but... The scalpers on Amazon, they're selling PS4 or PS5s for like $1,000, $1,100, $1,300. It's crazy. It's crazy. People are so greedy. They're just so greedy. It's unfortunate, but
I wreak havoc upon thee.
What do you do? Oh my God, Ulrich. Ulrich just did 45,000 damage in a single hit. You know what? I think we might be prepared for the final boss. I don't know. I don't know. I suppose I've no choice but to give up on this egg. Yeah, okay. Go away, so I can finish this quest line, please. The guy that is outside of this dungeon, I think we have to allure him for another quest, but I don't remember what exactly. So let's go to Kaia. We're gonna turn this in. I need to be keeping an eye on the time. I need to save myself an hour and a half's worth of time so that we can do Cyrus's stuff as well. Alright, here's your egg, Kaia. Oh? Oh, you're back! Yes, I am. I have your egg. Ah, my dragon egg. 1,000 thanks to you. I don't know what I would have done if I'd lost it. Well, it probably would have hatched on its own, and then there'd just be a dragon flying around. Which I imagine just happens anyway, so... The world would have, you know, continued turning, Kaia. Believe it or not. The dragon entrusted me with its egg. It is my duty to keep it safe until it hatches. Now, I just have to warm it with this blaze stone. Oh? Is it hatching right now? Did the egg just move? This is like in Pokemon when it's like, oh? And then it's like, doo-doo-doo-doo, and then like the little cracks start to happen in the egg, and then it breaks open, you're like, oh man, it's not a shiny, and then you throw it away. I'm not imagining it. It surely did. That means it will hatch soon. But if I take it back to the village, more bandits will find out about it and try to steal it. Okay. Kaia, these sound like you problems, not me problems. It's obvious what I have to do, isn't it? I have to raise the dragon in secret, far away from prying eyes. God, this lady is off her rocker. You have done me a great deal. You have done a great deal for me, but now it is up to me and me alone. So she's gonna go and live and be a recluse somewhere in a cave and hatch a dragon egg like a crazy lady. Thank you for everything, and fare thee well. But then again, I suppose, you know, if it works out for her, she will have a badass dragon that will, you know, obey her command. Imagine. Robe of the Dragon Princess and a light nut large. Cool. Okay. Do I want to use the nut right now? Oh my god, look at... Oh, yeah, we got a light nut from every one of her quests. Who do I want to have a lot of speed? Should I give Cyrus? No. Maybe I should just give it to Therion. Let's just give it to Therion. All of it. Yes, all of it. I'm being that much of a madman today. Therion is just going to be the speediest little MFer ever. A dealer is free to set the retail price of the products it sells. A dealer can set the price at the MSRP or a different price, as long as the dealer comes to that decision on its own. However, the manufacturer can decide to not use distributors that do not adhere to its MSRP. Okay. So it's kind of like a guideline more than anything. It's bizarre that they are marking them up at Walmart. I thought they had to do MSRP, but I guess I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know, guys, but I'm telling you, just the other day I went to Walmart and I looked it up and it was like $800, which is still horrendously expensive for a console, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so there's a woman here in town, and since she's right there and in my brain, I am gonna go over here because I think her son is here. I thought he was, but now I'm like, I don't know where he is. Who are you?
Hello there.
Oh, clanked off in family armor? Okay, I'm just gonna look this up, because why not? Okay, in Orwell, it was the Wayward Son, so we have to allure Stern Knight from Marsalim. Okay. And it's probably Marsalim, right? We had that conversation already. Marsalim. Okay, go to Marsalim then. And then we have to guide or allure a Stern Knight to Miserable Mother in Orwell. Okay. Something tells me he's not gonna have a nice time with this reunion. Let's just do Ophelia. Because usually if Ophelia can guide, it's always 100%. I only did Prim that one time because I thought it would be funny for Prim to seduce the Eggman. It's not gonna be this guy. This is Grieg. Maybe it's this person.
Greetings.
Young soldier? No, we need Stern Knight. Maybe it's this guy. No. Stern Knight. I don't know where he is. says he's in Marceline, though.
Aye.
Knight Ardent. Ooh, who we apparently haven't scrutinized? Who has a hidden item? How did I miss this person? Oh my god, that protective necklace is a good item. How did I miss that? Oh, please don't be in that room. Don't make me challenge that dude. I'm gonna be very grumpy. I'm gonna be very grumpy. Where is this knight at? Scholarly youth. I mean, you're technically a Knight Ardent, but I don't think that's what they're asking for here.
Hello?
Townsperson. And then that's like Maroof and Ali.
Oh, for
Know-it-all father.
Why?
Townsperson. It's really not this guy right here.
greeting.
Young soldier. Have I've grabbed the quest. I know I have. Old aristocrat. Swordsman Yuri. I'm just double checking everybody. Knight's wife. Wait. Where's your husband? Is your husband a stern man?
Greeting.
Is your husband stern, madam? If he is, could you show me? Okay, we need to grab Ulberich and give this guy in front of this door the beat down. It has to be done. Oh, and maybe actually, let's pull Ophelia back out. Tressa, go away. Tressa, we don't buy things around here, I've told you. Except we do. We like literally have bought like 2 things already this stream. Oh wait, I can't challenge him. What level does Ulbrich need to be? 70? Okay. Oh no, we have to do Haunted again? Game! Oh, I'm grumpy now. Oh, I'm real grumpy. We're gonna have to use all of our soul stones again. I hate this. I hate you, Haunted. Haunted, I love you, but I also hate you. My god.
Now, let us hunt him.
Okay. Oh, at least we surprised
Letting the
him. At
hunt
least we have
begin.
that going for us. I don't think he's weak to any, like, he's not weak to any elements or anything either. I don't think he had a lot of health. I wonder if I could poison him. Let's try it.
Trying this.
Haunted.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Haunted, we have things we need to discuss. Just do ice.
Trying
Ice
this.
soulstone, whatever. Oh, he's weak to that, huh? Cool.
I will
It's
not
too bad I
leave
only
thy
have
prey
one
coming,
more of them,
if
and I
thou
don't really want to
darest.
use the last one.
Trying this.
I'll just keep doing this until he dies, I guess. Actually, should I spend my...
Letting the holding back nothing.
Is she level 50? I heard Lind gets kind of a slight upgrade at level 50, but I think she's like level 48, so I don't think that'll help us. Let's just do one of these. Oh, it poisoned him though. Okay, you know what? That was
What next?
kind of worth it actually. Good job. You did something decent, I suppose.
Trying this.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be weak to any other element other than
I
ice,
will
unfortunately.
not be thy prey. Letting the
Alright,
hunt
he's already
begin.
not poisoned anymore. Two turns of poison is not very good game. You could give me a little bit more than that.
Trying this. Coming.
How much health? Oh, I didn't mean. God, why? Usually when you select an attack like that,
I will
it
not
makes you
be thy
target
prey,
somebody with
letting
it,
the
but
hunt
with
begin.
Lind, it just attacks. It's
Holding
annoying.
back nothing.
Right, do Scorpion again. Okay, at least it poisoned him. It
Listen
feels
to
like
me.
if I do the BP, like 3 BP on it, it like always poisons. I don't know if
Letting
that's
the
true or
hunt
not,
begin.
but kind of feels like it. Whatever, just do the
Trying
ice
this.
one. Just do the ice one.
I will not letting my arrow fly and true.
Okay. Can't believe we are having to kill this guy
Trying
again.
this.
If this guy that I need to allure is not in this room, I'm
I
going to
will
be
not. What next?
very
Coming.
upset. Goodbye, giant scorpion. It returned
What
to the
next?
wild. I don't know why we have just decided to let it go, but it has returned to its homeland of the Scorpons.
Trying this.
Have you guys noticed I'm ignoring?
Sorcery.
They are still doing egg puns in the chat. I am being bullied. Oh, Haunted, why are you unconscious?
Misses,
Haunted, this
what
is
next?
incredibly
Holding back
inconvenient for me.
I will not be thy prey.
Okay, he died to poison.
Thou didst fight with courage.
This is my I'm not amused face. Old man, oh no.
Hello!
Where is he? Where is this knight? Where is the knight that I need? Why is he not here? Who is he? Where is he? It said he was in Marceline, but he's obviously, maybe, okay. Maybe he's in the palace, maybe it's this guy.
Hello?
No, that is just a guard. He needs to be stern.
Hi-ho!
Here he is. Okay, you're coming. I don't even care what you have to say. You're coming with me. Okay, we're taking you to Orwell. I feel really... I'm annoyed. I just spent all of those, like, things on that battle, and I didn't even need to go in there for him. I mean, to be fair, I should have probably checked the palace first, but my spreadsheet lied to me. It said Marceline. It didn't say Marceline Palace. Usually, it will specify if it's in a certain area. Okay. Whatever. Have a great family reunion, the two of you.
Oh!
Upon my faith, is that truly you? If you guys remember, this was the woman who was like, I didn't approve of what my son was doing, and so I told him to get out of my house. And then she was like, and then I regretted it. And it's like, wow, you're not a very nice lady. Hello, mother. I'm so sorry for what I said. I've regretted it every single day since you left. To call my own son a lily-livered ass, how awful I was. I never once forgot it either. Every day I'd recall those words. They made me the man I've become. From morn to eve I trained. I shirked no task or labor. I was determined to prove you wrong. And now I am a sworn knight of Marceline. You are? What fine armor you wear, lad! You are a knight proper. You proved me wrong, my son, and I couldn't be happier. You made me proud as can be. Alright. Oh, is that my alarm? That is my 9 o'clock alarm. Alright, let me no one leave. Let me go quickly I'm gonna give my dog her medicine that she has to get twice a day, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Puppy has medicine. I have puppy kisses. It is my lifeblood. And we are good. Alright, so yeah, they've made up. It sounds like, it sounds like he wants to make up with her. Yeah. Not every situation with parents and offspring ends like this, though. Sometimes, you know, like, and I know this, I'm saying this because I know this from personal experience, but sometimes you have a parent that is just so not a good parent, you know, and toxic and just not good for your life that you basically, like my dad, when he left my mom and I when I was 5, and the type of guy he is, he had a job at, and this, you have to understand, this was 27 years ago. 27 years ago, he left my mom for a job that paid 130 grand a year. He had to move to Ohio to take the job, and she said, but all of my family is here in Arizona. I don't want to leave my family. And he said, well, you're gonna have to choose between me or your family. So she chose her family. And he didn't want me, he didn't want to take me, so he gave up. Basically, he had like partial custody where like he could come and get me for like 1 or 2 weeks out of every year to visit him or something like that, but ultimately he gave up custody of my mom, and then he would not pay child support. He had to be ordered by the court. A man who makes $130,000 a year had to be ordered by the court to pay child support for me. And he's always been that type of person. He's very stingy and kind of cold-hearted, and he used to call my mom names and like make fun of her because she was skinny and like just not a good, honestly, I don't even know how she ended up with him, but honestly, I'm glad she did, because I was conceived. And I have spent my entire life trying to be a better man than him. That is what kind of a person he is. So something good came out of it, but I don't know. Hopefully that was not too much of a Debbie Downer story, but this story reminded me of it, because when she was telling him that she like was sorry, I was like, you know, he could just basically be like, I'm sorry, but the things you said to me were so awful. I don't really forgive you, and I don't really want you back in my life. But clearly he wanted that. So, you know, it depends on the situation, it depends on the people. She called him a lily-livered ass, which I suppose is not the worst thing you could do to a person, but all right, let me make sure I'm like keeping an eye on these quests. So that one's done, that one's done, that one's done. And the Wayward Son is done. Cool. The Adventuring Life. Okay, so there's one in the Riverlands that we can do. Angie, I'm not responding to your egg puns anymore. I will not take this abuse lying down. I guess I will have to take it standing up, but I'm not lying down will I take this abuse. Okay, so what quest in the Riverlands is this? It is called the Adventuring Life. We need to... There's 2 ways we can do this. We can provoke or challenge the mysterious knight in South Orwell Pass. Oh, was that... Oh, that was the guy that was standing out front of that dungeon that I... Oh, so he's over here. Let's just... No, we're not taking you, though, Honnet. Honnet, nice try. Nice try, but we're not taking you because... Well, hopefully Hopefully Ulbrich is high enough level for this, because if he's not, I'm gonna just cry. I'm just gonna break down into tears and just weep. But we have to go back to that guy. And I remember, because we walked past him and I was like, I'm pretty sure this person is like used for a quest, but I don't remember what. And sure enough, you can either, I think you can guide, what does it say? You can guide or allure an enthusiastic youth from Atlasdam to him, or you can just challenge him and beat him in a duel. I don't know what will come of this quest, but I think ultimately the two of them get together and they're like, hey, let's be adventurers together. That's probably what it is. Wow, how have we not run into a single battle right now? It's crazy. Mysterious Knight. Oh, he's gonna die in like a couple hits, because he's not very strong.
The battle is truly...
In fact, I kind of want to see if I could just kill him with 2 sword attacks. Yep.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
Angie says, if you get bored sometime, ask Sean about my dad. Oh no, is that one of those, like, once you're in that conversation, it's a long one type of a deal? Because I have some of those. I have some of those, like, once you get me started on something, you better break out the popcorn, you better break out the, you know, the cozy blanket, like, get comfortable, because you're in for a ride. Woe is me, the Chosen Knight's adventure has ended e'en before it truly commenced. I yield, cut off my head, for that is your right. Do with it as you will. I'm not gonna cut your head off, you crazy person. Why won't you take my head? Oh no, not why won't you take my head, just you won't take my head? Oh, well, that's rather a relief, actually. Ah, but my grueling training, my fasting, my endless practicing, 'twas all for naught. I, the chosen knight, was unprepared for this quest. That much is clear now. And now only one path remains left to me. I shall go home. Oh no, is this the bad ending? Did I just make them oh, I feel like I did the bad ending. I feel like I did the bad ending. Forgive me, dear stranger, for I am gone with the wind and shall return nevermore. I did the bad ending. Oops. Oh well, you still get the same reward. The reward doesn't vary. You just... Normally, the guy from Atlas Dam, he joins up and then they adventure together, and that sounds a lot more nice. Oh, I feel I'm a bad person. Maybe I am chaotic evil. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the bad guy. The Prisoner's Plea. Let's figure that one out. So that one is back in Marceline, if I remember. And we have to scrutinize... Oh, we have this. We have to scrutinize or inquire Lara's new life from Lara in Grandport and share it with Kevin. Oh, we actually met Lara, apparently. I didn't realize that, but we have this information, so I can just walk over to Marceline, go into that palace, and just talk to the poor dude, and that will be that. This is apparently the only way you can do this quest, too. There's no optional split path choice or anything. Kayla says, my dad wasn't a shining example of good parenthood either. I feel for you, Vinny. Yeah. He is... Sean says he is extra closeted, and anything Angie achieves is because of me somehow, because females are just not useful? Oh my god. I guess. And I think he has a crush on me, and it's super awkward. Oh no. Oh, that's not a good situation. I'm sorry about that.
Listen.
Speaking of more things that suck, please, stranger, would you listen to a request from a prisoner who is shortly to be put to death? I once had a woman I loved, a woman called Lara. I suppose her name means nothing to you, but before I die, I need to know whatever happened to her, please. Share what we know. He's not gonna like it, I don't think, but... I don't know.
Huh?
You found Lara? Please, you must tell me everything. Ah, so she did. Got married and even went and had a kid, huh? Of course she did. A woman like that gets snatched up in no time. She had no reason to hang around waiting for a fool who's thrown away everything. I was a weak man. Once I strayed off the path of what's right and good, I couldn't seem to find my way back to it. I was once a guardsman in a certain town, but I had a problem with taking wagers I couldn't win, ended up in debt, and eventually right here. I was out of control. I even lost myself Lara when all she ever did was worry over me. No, I didn't lose her. I ran away and left her. And all I did from the day I left her was get deeper and deeper into trouble. Kevin, time to go. Oh my god, this quest is depressing. Yeah, I know. Oh no, the music! No, don't do this music. Don't ever become like me. Regret always comes too late. But you know, I'm glad I at least got to find out about Lara. I'm glad I can meet my end knowing that she's happy. Thank you. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, and he only could give us 300 leaf because he didn't have any money. Game, why? Why, game? That is horrible. But it is a quest that I can now check off of my list. So that's nice. Alright, so... Are we caught up? I think we are. Ooh, I think we are. We actually are caught up. Yes, we did it. Okay. Now we can head for the final chapter. Cyrus's chapter 4, which is up here all the way in Duskmarrow, which we can get to from Victor's Hollow pretty easily, I think. Wow. Okay. So that was all very interesting. Kayla says, my dad would always gush over my brother. He did everything right and was always better than me. He made sure I knew that was his opinion and that he what is it with dads? Men, okay, if you want my real, like, my actual, what my thoughts are on, like, what is it with dads, I think that this is something that is starting to change generationally, finally. But I think for the longest time, we as men as a whole have taught each other that being hard and kind of closed off and not really being feeling or, like, mushy or overly intimate or needy, or, you know, you don't cry in front of people. I think so many years of that being taught down as like this is what a model of a man should be has caused a lot of men as fathers to kind of suck at being dads, honestly. You know, afraid to show their emotions, closed off emotionally. Those are the same thing, but you know what I mean. Like, if their son shows any sign whatsoever of being gay, then they, like... And this is not every dad. I know there are a lot of really good dads out there, but... And like I said, it is something that is changing, I think. But I think that a lot of us, like, people my age, our fathers, were kind of part of that sort of maybe boomer and older generational age that was just taught things that really, you know, shouldn't have been taught to men and sons and grandsons. And I think like I said, I think it's changing, and that's wonderful. But I have a lot of friends my age who seem to all have kind of like either completely deadbeat dads or dads who are maybe just like kind of rough on them, you know, like not necessarily a bad guy, but just kind of like between their mom and their dad, they felt like they could go to their mom about everything, but not necessarily to their dad, because their dad might throw a fit over it, or, you know, whatever.
Flame, protect us!
It's just what I've run into. You know, my small sample size in my own life and my friends, but, you know, that's just what I've run into. Plus, I know from, like, personal first-hand experience. Like, my dad... I did find out... My dad tried to reach out to me... Actually, I tried to reach out to my dad when I turned 25. Because I thought, oh, 25 is a big milestone for me, and I haven't spoken with him in, like, 10 years. He showed up to my play in high school. It was the first play that I got a lead in. I played Mortimer in Arsenic and Old Lace, and it was an amazing role and an incredibly funny show and very good for a high school, you know, play. And I was in it. I'm his son, and he never really supported anything I did, and he hadn't seen me for, like, years prior to this, okay? So everything is riding on him. Like, him just simply showing up to my play was a big deal. So he shows up to my play, and then my mom tells me that he got a call from his girlfriend about something, and he left at intermission. He didn't even tell my mom to tell me that he thought that I was good or that he enjoyed it. He just left. He just left. It's like, why even come and try to support me if you're just gonna do that? And you have to understand, my dad is an incredibly intelligent man. I think if my dad were also like a deadbeat and dumb, it would be different. But he's literally a computer engineer. He probably, by the time he was retired, because I think he retired in the last 10 years. I think by the time he retired, he was probably making God knows how much money, like $400,000, $500,000 a year probably for his career path that he had chosen. Very intelligent man, very wealthy, and like completely absent from my life emotionally and otherwise, and even tried to be absent from my life financially. I mean, it basically had gotten to the point where I was like, look, I'm not going to expect anything out of you, so I treated it as if I just didn't have a dad, and that's just how it's been. Angie says, when I was in 8th grade, my dad's romantic advice to me was get a guy that can grant you a life you'll never know on your own, and if you like him, it's a bonus. So, not only is that basically saying take advantage of somebody else's, like, probably financial situation, but it's also saying that he doesn't believe you can achieve those things on your own. That is lovely. Look, I'm not one to sit here, like, I'm just going off of what you say about your dad, and I'm reacting to it. I am not going to say one way or another how I feel about your dad because I don't know him. But I think that every person on planet Earth has to make a decision at some point. It doesn't matter if it's your family. It doesn't matter if they are flesh and blood. If they are toxic to you and they are hurting you and they are causing grief in your life, and you truly feel like you will be better off and have a happier life without them, then make that decision, because I did, you know. And the thing is my mom hated my dad, but she never really tried. She allowed me to go visit him. You know, when I was like 5, I was like, I still want to visit Dad. I don't understand what's going on, blah, blah, blah. You know, and every time I would visit him, he would be cheap with me. I'd be like, oh, you know, like, I haven't seen you in a year, and like, we're at the mall, and there's this toy that I want, and he like wouldn't buy me anything that I ever wanted. Like, he was so cheap. When I would go out and visit him, his wife at the time, oh, by the way, he's been married like 6 times. I probably should mention that too. His wife at the time, her name was Teresa. She was wonderful, like a just wonderful, wonderful woman. And he ended up, like, I spent more time with his wife when I would go to visit him in Ohio than I did actually spend with him. That's the type of dad he was. It's like, why did I just fly out from Arizona to Ohio to visit you and you're not even spending time with me? I don't know. Some people are just that way. And so I vowed from a pretty young age, I was like, this man is not my dad. I don't have a dad. And on top of that, I'm going to make damned sure that I do not end up like him. I don't want to be like this person. So I have gone against the DNA in my, you know, luckily, I think I have inherited his kind of like IQ, I guess. Like, I'm pretty clever. I've always got straight A's in school. Like, I'm very academic. But I think that I've obtained that from him, but I've gotten rid of all of his other bad qualities. And then my mom, who is a little bit on the neurotic side, but has like the biggest heart of anybody I know, I'm trying to not follow in the footsteps of the neurotic stuff, but keep the big heart that she has. Because I like to look at myself like I am the best of the both of them, and the bad of neither. I mean, that's the goal anyway. I feel like that's an admirable goal, right? Anyway, let's do some fun stuff. This is all a little heavy, and I will continue to talk about it as long as you guys want to talk about it. But we should do some fun stuff. Still in pursuit of the Forbidden Tome, you journey to Duskbarrow and ever closer to the truth. Cyrus's Chapter 4. The story so far. And so, Cyrus's search for the ancient tome led him to Stoneguard, where Headmaster Yvonne lay in wait. Using the forbidden blood magic gleaned from those pages, he aspired to powers unholy and profane. But Yvonne, more demon than man at the end, met his demise. Preposterous! I am all-powerful! I am eternal! Immortal! They were all lies! Such were his last words. But who lied to him, and what was their ultimate aim? Was Cyrus fully prepared to face the truth that awaited him? A foreboding shadow fell over him as he came to Duskbarrow.
Time to do some research.
And here we are. Somewhere in this town lies the headmaster's ultimate destination. Given the nature of his research, it is reasonable to assume that there is a secret laboratory of some sort. I will get to the bottom of this no matter what. Oh, look at who it is. That's the headmaster's assistant, Lucia, was it? Now that I recall, she disappeared after that incident at the headmaster's house. What's her role in all of this? I must not let her out of my sight. Immediately lets her out of his sight. Damn it, Cyrus. Follow Lucia. Cyrus has such a good arc. He does. Also, I don't know what it is, but starting with Cyrus and now we're coming to his final chapter, I just had this wave of like, almost like I'm proud of Cyrus. Like I feel like we've come full circle and it's like, here's our boy, Cyrus. Like we're here, we're at the end of his story. It's like, it's such a big moment. I always hate when game series end on the channel, but I also just always love them because I get this like rush of, I guess, adrenaline over it. It's nice. All right, more plentiful provisions from this woman. All right, we're gonna steal, everything as usual. There's some quests to pick up, and we do need to pick them up because, again, we're gonna be doing all the quests that we can. This guy is a merchant incapable of asserting himself. Wherever he goes, he is pressured into purchasing worthless wares. As a result, his home is cluttered with useless junk, and he is at a loss as to how to deal with it. So he's a hoarder. He's kind of a hoarder. All right, well, here, I'll help him out a little bit with his hoarding situation. There. Now he's got 2 less things to worry about. Oh, we need to actually grab the quest from him as well. Oops. Marvelous Memento, a cure for diarist writer's block. This is that item that we needed, the 3rd item for that diarist quest from Grandport, so we have it now.
It's like this.
Some down-on-his-luck mercenary has taken to raiding the nearby ruins. He badgers me with worthless trinkets he finds there, claiming they're valuable artifacts. When I try to shoo him off, he turns most belligerent. I do wish someone would do something about him. Oh, so this is really easy then, actually. So I think it's not this person, it's this guy up here. I remember when I did this quest originally, when I first played through the game, I thought by nearby ruins, he meant the dungeon outside the town, and he didn't. He literally just meant this person standing right here 10 feet away from him. An unscrupulous trader who delights in swindling the foolish. As a mercenary, he developed certain connections through which he obtains his wares of dubious quality. However, there is no denying the value of the small gold medal he keeps close. Okay. Well, you know what we do? Oh. Well, I'll steal his marble. Oh, come on, Therion! Just take the man's marble and run! We don't need the iron sword. He can keep all that crap. We're challenging him, though, and we are setting him on the path of straight and narrow.
Victory shall be.
Let's just try this. Oh, he is weak to sword. Ooh, nice! Ulbrich got a 3rd hit.
Too slow. Now then.
He can't even hit Ulbrich because Ulbrich's dodge is just so insane. Wow, he has more health than I thought he would. But this will probably kill him.
Watch my blade dance.
Wow, that was a 1 BP. 1 BP cross strike and it did 13,000 damage. Ulbrich is insane. Kayla says, my dad would drive 300 miles to spend time with my brother, but wouldn't even call me on my birthday. Yikes. Weirdly enough, and this was okay, I know I said we were going to stop talking about this, but my dad, I tried to get a hold of him when I was 25 because I was like, I don't have room in my life to hold grudges, so I'm going to try to reconnect with him. I reconnected with him over Facebook, and I very quickly started to learn a lot about what kind of person he still was. Now, I don't want to go into huge politics here, but I think you guys could probably figure out where I lean on the political scale. I mean, I'm gay. You guys kind of know what kind of a person I am and how I feel about a lot of things. So he and I saw complete polar opposites to each other in terms of political scale, and also he was an anti-vaxxer. Like literally everything I just can't really, like, I'm like, look, I tried to reconnect with you and have some kind of a meaningful relationship with you, but honestly, we're just 2 completely different people, and even though I don't wish, I hope that you have a good rest of your life, I just don't want to be a part of it, because we just don't seem like we're not going to mesh well, and honestly, you were absent for so much of my life, I don't want to put any time and effort into trying to fix what honestly doesn't need to be fixed, and like, if he doesn't see eye to eye with me, it's not my job to make him see the truth or whatever, and maybe I could have. Maybe I should have taken that route, but honestly, I'm exhausted. I have enough drama in my own life, and I just didn't want a father in my life who was going to bring that kind of crap into everything, you know? So, I decided then and there, I was like, I made a mistake. I don't really want to do this. And so from 25 on, I didn't talk to him. But he did occasionally still send me, like, happy birthdays, which was always surprising to me. Because I'm like, look, I don't understand how a person can simultaneously, like, try to stay in their son's life and, like, send them happy birthday text messages and stuff every year, but then also, like, not want to pay child support, and he was, like, severely homophobic, like, every time I would try to talk about my husband to him, or at the time it was my boyfriend, my fiance, he would, like, avoid the subject. He, like, very clearly did not feel comfortable nor agree with my lifestyle choices that I have made, so ain't nobody got time for that.
Hello there.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Well met. Remember me? You gifted me the sword Snakesbane. I do remember you. You were in Victor's Hollow. My father came to this place, that much I know. The people here tell me ancient ruins stand outside the town. I have little hope of reaching them alone, but with your help... Okay, so he wants us to probably guide him. Why don't we just take him with us right now? He can just spend all of Cyrus's chapter with... Well, I don't know, because I don't know if we're using Ophelia, but if we do use Ophelia, he'll be with us. And if we don't, then we'll have him for when we do go to the dungeon outside of town. The 80% curse strikes again. Oh, yes, it does. The 80% curse never left. It's always been here. Always. Oh, she also has a quest too.
Oh.
Fearful mother, my son has brought a tiger cub back from the woods. Oh, it's sweet and adorable now, but what about when it grows up? Tigers are meat eaters, aren't they? And ferocious too, I'm led to believe. Oh, what to do, I ask myself. Share what we know, how to train not a dragon, how to train a tiger.
Oh my.
You say you can teach us how to train a tiger to be docile and not dangerous in the least? I don't even believe that, Cyrus, but sure. Well, I suppose we could manage that. You will look after him properly, won't you, dear? With all my heart, every day and every evening. I'm assuming that's what that's supposed to say. I promise. If you can keep your word, you can keep that cub. Hooray, thank you, Mum. Cool. I hope he doesn't get eaten later in life, except it is too large a task for one child to undertake. If we are to keep him, everyone in the family must do their part. Being responsible for another life is no small matter. Thank you for your advice. I'm sure that together we shall succeed. I sure hope so, lady. For your sake. I get a beastly scarf. What is that? I think it's one of those, like, regenerating items. Restores HP. Yeah, we already have one of those. So now we have two. We have 2 of the SP1 and 2 of the HP1. That's pretty good. Aw, man, 66. Well, at least this one's not 80. I feel better because it's not 80, and so, you know, it doesn't feel... It's not a feels bad man moment. What came first, the curse or the egg? Oh... Dude, I read that without even thinking, and it just stings. Oh, man. You know when you, like... I don't know. Do you know when you step in poop? Like, especially if it's like your pet's poop and it's like with bare feet. And like, just the split second as you do it, your brain wants to take back every decision you've ever made in your life previous to this moment. That's how I felt reading that sentence, just so you're aware. Wait. Did we just glean? We scrutinized a tiger cub. A small tiger, as yet unnamed. Such matters are deserving of deep consideration for their monkier, moniker may come to define them in the eyes of others. I don't know. Normally we've been looking up words like that, but I don't know. If somebody wants to look it up for me, be my guest. But I'm not looking it up right now. Healing Great Bunch, Inspiriting Plum Basket. Ooh, a Viper. Oh, we want to buy. We actually. Oh, remember how I said. Oh, and this lady's in the way. We need to do Haunted again? Really? Ulbrich, what is the issue with you? What is your deal, Ulbrich? Why can you never challenge people? You're level 50. You should be high enough to do so. Ophelia, go away temporarily. Oh, travel banter. So, our journey bringeth us to Duskbarrow. Ah, yes, you are from this region, are you not? Aye, Though I have never visited the town, I've heard tell of it. It is famous for the many ruins that surround it, many of them dating from the Age of Legends. The Age of Legends, you say? 1,000 years in the past. For their age, the structures are remarkably well preserved. Master once told me a story of the ruins. He said that whenever danger or disaster is visited upon Duskbarrow, the people take in shelter in the ruins. Whatever era they were in built strong, using techniques no longer known. Lost architectural techniques, you say? My interest is piqued. I'm inclined to investigate, after, of course, we have settled this affair of Headmaster Yvonne. Thou art confident of our success. I always am. That's my boy, Cyrus. A little bit headstrong, a little bit maybe overconfident, but you know, it's better to be overconfident than underconfident, I think. Unless it pertains to you deciding if it's a fart or poop. In that case, it's better to be underconfident than overconfident. I think those are words to live by. I think everyone can agree. Ooh, nice! Tressa got a discount. Cool. Okay. And then we're gonna provoke this lady, hopefully— oh my god! She's strength 9? Oh, this is gonna be terrible.
Standest thou against me?
Oh, and I didn't heal
Then be
Honnet before I
hunted.
started.
Come
Wonderful.
in, if thou darest. This
Fine,
will
we'll
help
heal
us.
her first so that she doesn't just— I don't know, because if this woman uses elemental
Listen to
attacks,
me.
we're gonna be in big doo-doo.
I will not. What next?
And I don't know why I'm mentioning poop so much. I just realized poop has come up many times already in the last like 5 minutes.
Try and this.
Oh, she's weak to fire. That's good to know.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Then let's save our large fire soul stone. Let's use like thunder and the other
this.
ones. I don't know how much health she's gonna have, but I imagine it's a lot.
I will not let you come in.
It does appear that doing
I
a
will
fully
not be thy prey.
doing 3
Letting my
BP
arrow fly
on
and
the
true.
scorpions does appear to always make it poison, because I've had that poison attack miss all the time, but it wasn't ever fully boosted. With it being fully boosted, it seems like it always hits, which is pretty cool, I guess. I just
Try
wish it
and
did
this.
more damage. I wish the hit itself did more damage,
What
but
next?
I don't know. I need to get better beasts for Honnet. I mean, I really don't, but like it would be nice. In theory, it would be nice.
Try and this. I will not be thy prey. Miss it. What next? Come in.
Yep, there's the poison again.
Miss it to me.
God, this battle's taking
What next?
forever.
Try and this.
She's not going to be weak to light, but
I will not. Letting my arrow fly and true.
wind?
Try and this.
She's on yellow health, so she's kind of getting there.
What next?
Maybe I will use my Fire Soul Stone here, because I'm not going to be able to break her. I was going to wait until she was broken to use the Fire Soul Stone,
Try
but
and
she's not
this.
weak to, like, anything, so this is good of a time as
I
any.
will not be thy prey. I will not let him.
Wow, she has missed.
Come in.
See, this is what happens when you stack dodge in this game, or evasion rather.
Letting the
It's
hunt begin.
actually really good. It is not a bad strategy to put on
Try
Ulbrich and Honnet.
this.
I mean, if Honnet wasn't dodging these attacks, we would have
Sorcery.
not been able to do this fight, really.
Try and this.
Come on, lady. Can you just be dead, please? Okay, that's a lot of damage.
I will not
You know
be
what?
thy prey.
I'm a little nervous
I will
here.
not-
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous. Let's heal.
This will help us.
I just don't want to be like one shot all of a sudden. Not one shot, but you know what I mean.
I will not.
I don't want to die.
Come in.
And there goes another scorpion off into the wild. I love how, like, we're just releasing scorpions back into the
will not-
wild.
what
Like,
next?
the scorpion isn't even this isn't its habitat, and then somebody's just gonna come across, like, a dangerous venomous, venomous, black scorpion. Like, how horrifying.
Try and this.
God, she's got to be low. She has to be.
Sauce.
Uh-oh, what is that? Oh, well, I can still use items, so the joke's on you,
Try
lady.
and this.
Yeah.
The hunt endeth.
Alright, what is gonna be in this house? Whatever it is, it better be worthwhile. Oh, it's a hidden item. Improved Bow of the Eagle, I can already tell you that is probably not even that good. Well, physical attack, 276. Is that better than the Holy Longbow for him? You know what? Technically it is, actually. I'm gonna put that on Therion. Okay, kind of worthwhile, I suppose. Cool. Then we got this chest down here that I missed. Well, I didn't miss it, I just hadn't gotten around to it yet. Discount at the inn, cool. Probably should do that so that we heal upon it. Then we got a tough nut. I'll use the nuts all at once, like probably more toward the end of the stream. We have been accruing some, and I know we used some earlier, but... Now this guy, do I talk to him now that I've chased off that other dude?
It's like this.
Wait, what? Okay. I thought that that guy that I defeated was the guy... Oh, it's not. Oh, I think I was right. It actually is in the dungeon off to the east, and I was misremembering. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so it's a grave robber we're looking for. We have to go to the Moldering Ruins anyway, but we'll do it after Cyrus's chapter, okay? So, we'll heal everybody up who's in our party right now. I will drink some tea. And then we will head over to the inn and figure out who we want to bring. I think Therion, at this point, I don't know if I care a whole lot about the levels, because between tonight and tomorrow, whether I do some of it on stream, all of it on stream, or none of it on stream, I will be grinding up levels and JP so that I can get my party up to be what it needs to be for the final boss. So who we take here is not necessarily super important, but I do think I want to take Therion so that I can do chest stuff, like the purple chests. And then Ophelia hasn't, like, we haven't used Ophelia in a really long time. So I feel like I want to take Ophelia. And honestly, weirdly enough, I feel like I even want to take Alphen. I feel like it would be fun. Because Cyrus is such a powerhouse, he could probably solo the boss, you know what I mean? But I do also know that the boss has a phase where he or she is not weak to anything except for physical attack. So maybe having like Ulbrich or Haunted along. You know what? Let's bring Haunted. Yeah, I'll go with this party. This is fine. Everyone, well, Ophelia's technically missing some SP, but that's okay. All right, here we go. But she was just here. Wherever could she have gone? I don't know, Cyrus, maybe through that giant door in front of you. What's this? A button of sorts. Should I press it? No. Don't press the button. Perhaps I should pull it instead. Does anybody want me to pull the button? Do we pull buttons, chat? Chat? Do we pull buttons? Is that what buttons do, chat? Do we pull on buttons? I don't think so. So maybe not. In that case, perhaps I should smash it, twist it, ignore it, bop it. Sorry, I had to. Bop it, twist it, turn it, like whatever all the other ones were in that one. In Bop It, the game, you know what Bop It is. It's like a 90s game. Don't make fun of me. I'm a millennial. I am a fragile, vulnerable millennial right now, showing my age. Okay, so I could ignore it, or I could smash it. But ignoring it's not going to do any good, and smashing it just means the button's going to be broken, and then we're probably going to be SOL. You technically don't twist buttons either. But I happen to know how this chapter goes, and I want to twist the button. Twist it! Ta-da.
Aha!
Well, this is a turn. I should proceed with caution. And then we got travel banter.
Oh-ho.
Color me impressed, Professor. To what are you referring? Finding the hidden door back there. It was no great thing. I enjoy coming up with little theories and then testing them. It's a useful talent. If you ever have mind to switch trades, you could make a go of thievery. Me? A bandit? Now that would be amusing. But if I do fall onto hard times in the scholarly world, I shall apply to become your apprentice. Hate to disappoint you, but I'm not the teaching type. I learn by watching and doing. Observation and practice, in other words. That is the essence of all learning. If you ever took it upon yourself to become a scholar, I would certainly vouch for you. I appreciate the offer, but I think I'm allergic to academia. Though if you caught me when I was still young, things might have been different. Oh, Altharion might have been the learning type, but he had a bad upbringing. Adorable. Alright, so here we are. What is this place called? Oh, the Ruins of Eld. That's right. This is the final... Well, okay, technically it's not the final dungeon in the game, but it's the final dungeon of any of the chapters in the game. The Ruins of Eld. So this may be one of the last times we might hear this beautiful music, actually. I can't remember if this music plays in the dungeon that is to come. Although, to be fair, we have quests still to finish, and I'm pretty sure some of them... Oh yeah, at least 2 of them take us into a dungeon. So we will indeed hear this music again after tonight. So.
Flame, protect us!
God, sometimes the sound effects for some of the enemies seem much louder than other enemies, and so that was like, these like metal things are like really loud when you get into battle with them. Therion, why don't you trade Tempest, sir? Actually, yeah, trade Tempest.
The winds of fortune howl.
Okay. Yeah, his elemental attack is still kind of wah-wah. I wish it was better, but oh no, Honnet's asleep. Oh no, Ophelia's asleep! What the heck, game? Oh, Ophelia's awake now. Don't worry, everybody, Ophelia's awake. What is this thing in the front? Is it weak to... I don't know, the vampire bats are weak to frost, though. Yeah, oh my god, Cyrus. Cyrus, you're a beast.
A passing grade.
Those words only get truer and truer the longer we go into this game. It's like, he's actually graduated from being a beast to being like a monstrosity. Cyrus is now a monstrosity. He is an abomination of everything natural and I don't want to say good, but you know what I mean. Like he defies nature. There should be a secret over here, but there's not, I guess. I want to say it's different in the final dungeon. It's been so long that I'm going... I think you're right. I think it is... Because if I recall, on the soundtrack, there are 3 tracks that are related to the final... that quest, you know what I'm... And Kalis and I are being specifically non-descriptive here as to not spoil things. But it's really cool. I think you guys are going to really enjoy the final fight. Mostly because you're gonna enjoy me getting my butt kicked by the final fight. Let's be real. You guys enjoy my pain. And even though that should like, you know, upset me, I don't know, I get it, I understand. It's oftentimes more interesting to watch somebody get frustrated at something than it is for them to just... Look, there's no middle ground. You either have to get so incredibly frustrated with something that it's entertaining, or you have to beat the crap out of it so much that you leave people in awe of how good you are at that thing, and then it's also entertaining. If you're somewhere in the middle, which maybe I often am, I don't know, then it's not as exciting. These walls seem quite old, yet they still stand strong. And what are these curious patterns? Look how perfectly they're aligned. Whatever could they be for? Well, that one's a lizard. That's a lizard.
Aha.
It's Divine Beast, Va... Rudanya? Yes. No. Yes. Yes. I'm pretty sure. Divine Beast Va Rudanya is the one that is the lizard. Yes? Correct? Wait, that's it! Together, the markings illustrate something. Wow, Cyrus, what a statement. I could have told you that. Here, they billow and swell. An ocean? A flood? It seems to be depicting something overflowing, and yet the depiction is abstract and surreal. Wait, I've seen markings like these somewhere. Of course! The runes of Highhorn Bergian. The runes are being used to paint a picture. Might there not be a hidden message contained within? It is as if the runes are flowing forth from some kind of gate. A gate, you say? Oh, I'm getting chills. Everything is finally coming together. This is why I did Cyrus's chapter 4 last. Because his chapter... well, you'll see. Though I hate to admit it, I fear deciphering this will take more time than I have. I should move on. Okay. That's a bit disappointing, Cyrus, but maybe we'll come back. Did you learn anything about those wall paintings? A little, yes. For example, they clearly date from ancient times. I believe they have religious significance of some kind. But I saw nothing in them of the teachings of the Sacred Flame. The beliefs in the Age of the Legends were quite different from today. It was a time before the religious schism. You mean, even before the Sacred Flame teachings began? Precisely so. An age almost entirely unknown to us. A time when gods and mortals walked together upon the soil? I am blessed indeed to have been given the chance to visit these ruins. They are a scholar's paradise. I'm glad too. It almost feels like I can hear the thoughts of the people who lived long ago. The very breath of the ancients borne on the wind over these many long centuries, whispering of great and epic tales. Kayla says, I like seeing someone overcoming the odds, though, through and... hold on. I like seeing someone overcoming the odds through thought and skill, then see someone frustrated. So you'd rather see someone, like, do well than yeah. I mean, sometimes, I think it depends on how the person... I think it depends on a couple things. How long it takes them to figure it out, like, to get better at it and to push through it. If it takes too long, then it starts getting aggravating, but also, it depends on how entertaining the person is when they get frustrated. One of the things I am trying to get better at is when I do struggle with something, instead of getting frustrated and angry, to try to either blow it off better or, like, make lighter of it. I tend to be that person that's like, God damn it, whenever I lose, and, like, you know, like when I play Hearthstone and somebody just high rolls me to death, and I'm like, man, what are the chances of that? Like, this game, like, I'm that kind of a person. But I'm trying to get better at that because I know it's not really healthy. It's not very healthy, is it? But I don't know. And as per usual, of all the Chapter 4 dungeons, they all have, like, multiple sections to them, and this dungeon is no different. Wait. Oh. I was like, how do I get that? Looks like I should be able to go over here more, but I guess not. Well, oh, okay, I can go this way. Cool. Oh.
What have we here?
And here we have a library of sorts. Look at all these tomes. Did Headmaster Yvonne procure them all?
It couldn't be.
Volume 7 of Trial of the 12? But only the first 5 volumes are extant. Or extant? I don't know what word he just used. Forbidden Gold? Covenant of the Sage? These books were all said to have been lost ages ago. And what's this? A personal dictionary for the translation of ancient tongues? Did the headmaster collect all this by himself?
No.
No. That would be impossible for even the most esteemed of scholars. No. Such a vast repository of knowledge must have been accumulated over decades, even centuries. From this trove to those odd wall paintings, this place is one enigma after the next. One thing is clear. If there is a mastermind behind all this, I can expect him to be here, or to find him here. Okay. I guess further we go then. Wait a minute, this little section up here, why does this look suspicious? Okay, it's not. I just had to double check. Looked like I might have been able to go that way. Also looks like maybe, like, see, I would hide, oh! I thought I was right. It was like, I would hide a secret over here, but no. No, no secrets here. Just a wall.
Letten us beginnen.
Haunted! So, Haunted, when she starts battle, sometimes she goes, let's beginnin'. And I think it's supposed to be Beginen. Beginnin'. Oh, but it's got, she says beginnin'. Begin-in-in. Why does she say it 3 times? That's not a real word. I'm pretty sure that's not a thing. You know what? I feel like being a jerk to these enemies. I don't know why. Let's donate BP to Cyrus and just blow them apart, shall we? We'll restore SP and stuff. I'm even gonna do- watch. Watch what's about to happen. This is gonna be incredible. Ready?
Focus is unparalleled. Glacius Claudette.
Yep.
You should have studied
That's a lot of
harder.
damage. That's a lot of damage. Oh, and I wanted to check up here too, like this little corner. I always feel like they like to hide little slits in walls that you can go through. And so I'm always like mindful of like, what if there's a thing that I can, you know, slip through there? Also, like, if I were them, I would have put like little chests behind these bookcases or something up on this platform, but guess not. Let's heal, and then there we go. SP for everyone. All right, we are already here. My God, this dungeon went by pretty quickly, actually. All right, here we go. Oh, wait. So I had a thought here. Cyrus has evasive maneuvers on right now. However, I kind of want to just... This is Cyrus's chapter, right? Here's my thought process, and just hear me out. This is Cyrus's final chapter. I thought, well, maybe I'll keep evasive maneuvers on him and not give him surpassing powers so that he doesn't become so much of a crazy powerhouse that he makes the fight trivial. But you know what? God damn it. It is Cyrus's final chapter. He deserves. It is his God-given right, I say as a non-religious person, to deal the most damage possible as a sorcerer. It is his destiny to do so. And so I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna take evasive maneuvers off, and I'm gonna give him surpassing power. And I'm not even gonna save the game because I'm so confident that Cyrus is gonna blow this boss apart that this fight may not even last more than like 2 or 3 turns. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see.
Professor, you truly are every bit as brilliant as old Yvonne said.
I did not come here for false flattery.
Oh, but I was being quite sincere. A shame the purport eludes your grasp.
To think you were the one pulling the strings. The headmaster was merely your puppet all along.
Very astute. Yes, it was I who maneuvered to install him in that position in the first place. To my dismay, he had a willful streak that got in the way.
One might say the fault lies in the person who chose him for the task.
One might say that, yes. Now, let us proceed to the matter at hand. Your search for the original copy of From the Far Reaches of Hell has miraculously led you to me. In finding me, you have displayed some measure of knowledge and acumen. More than anything, you have shown a pure and unrelenting passion for seeking out the truth. I hold that particular quality in the highest regard. What say you, Cyrus? Will you join me in my research?
Ridiculous. If that is a jape, it is a poor one.
A jape? What a curious reaction from a scholar like yourself. The wall paintings in this place, did they not pique your interest? Did your heart not race when you saw the countless lost tomes in my study?
To say I was not intrigued would be a lie.
Of course you were. Yes, any true scholar would feel the same. I must unravel these mysteries. I must have the answers. Your mind, no, your very soul burns with an all-consuming desire to know. That is what separates you from the rest, Cyrus. We are true seekers of knowledge, you and I. Together, we can unlock all the secrets behind our world.
I'll pass.
How can you refuse? You covet the mysteries of the universe. You yearn to know the truth. Surely you can stand shoulder to shoulder with me.
That's it exactly.
What? What is it?
Surely you. I take issue with your solicitation. You don't care who you use in your schemes. What of Headmaster Yvonne?
Don't be ridiculous. He was devoid of the passion you have. He was nothing but a pawn to the end, incapable of envisioning an ultimate goal.
On what grounds do you base that assumption? Can a man not grow his mind? If you found him wanting, why did you not teach him?
Teach him?
Take him on as your pupil. Impart your vast knowledge, that he might one day be your peer.
Preposterous. You speak the impossible. Mediocrity is as mediocrity does. Knowledgeable as he was, his own actions prevented him from ever approaching genius. A genius such as yourself must understand this.
There's where you and I differ. I haven't given up on mediocrity.
I love that line.
As scholars, we learn from the past to better understand the present and pass our knowledge on to the future. What do you mean to do with the knowledge you amass? The secrets you unravel? Carry them to your grave, content they are inscrutable to all who do not possess your genius? You would call them simpletons, fools, feeble minds. I say it is you who lacks the ability to teach and inspire.
Yeah, Cyrus, you tell her.
A true scholar does not look down on others for what they do or do not know. Those who know impart knowledge to those who do not. If something is wrong, those who know the answer correct it. The process repeats, bringing us closer and closer to enlightenment. I teach my students with the expectation that one day they will surpass me. I long for the day when I will have the chance to learn from them.
God, this is a great speech. I love this. Cyrus has awesome, like, monologue. Oh, well, that was rude. No, not enough. He was on a roll. That was a very good speech. I was about to say, it's a very good monologue.
I've given you plenty of opportunities to make a move. Any move. But clearly we are going nowhere fast.
Are we still talking about knowledge here?
If you would rather die without discovering the truth, so be it.
Okay, I guess we are. We're talking about knowledge.
I have already synthesized a perfect blood crystal, precisely as detailed in the original tome. With it, I will cast off the shackles of humanity. A human can only learn so much in its short lifetime. I will gain the time, the power, to understand everything. You may be a fool, but to show no hard feelings, you can participate in an empirical analysis of my newfound power.
Yeah, okay.
If believing in the future makes one a fool, then call me a proud fool. But know this,
I love how Cyrus just continues
when I
on.
emerge victorious,
She just turned into a demon, and he's like, so anyway, as I was saying...
I will unravel the secrets of that tome and arrive at my own answer. Let this be a lesson to you. The future of mankind is bright. I cannot fail.
Physical perfection. Oh, yikes.
Licensed me.
Ooh, that actually did a lot of damage. Ooh, that was surprisingly scary. Okay, so Cyrus, is this... Okay, I can't remember if she starts this phase off... What am I trying to say? I can't remember if she starts this phase off... being weak to elemental or being weak to physical, but I know it's not both. I don't think this is a mix. So I think she's either weak to, like... I don't know. It must be physical. Are there 5 let's see, there's swords, there's bows, there's daggers, there's stabs, there's axes, and there's spears. There's 6 of each type. There's 6 physical weapons and 6... Yeah, I don't know. Should I just analyze her? Let's just analyze her. 84,000 HP. Oh, okay, she's weak to physical attacks here. So maybe she's weak to Therion and his daggers. Oh, but you know what I want to do here, though? Oh, I didn't bring Alphen. Oh. Okay, so actually, yes. I want to donate... I want to donate BP to... God, I don't even know. I want to donate BP to Cyrus, I guess?
Here you go.
I want Cyrus to, like, one-shot this boss. That's kind of my goal, but I don't think... Because in order to do, like... I'm gonna miss out on 50% damage because she's not gonna be broken. I don't think... Actually, I might be able to break her with Honnet. Honnet has the, Honnet has that, double tomahawk on her. Okay, Ophelia, why don't you... This sounds weird, Ophelia, but use a large pomegranate on Honnet. I know this sounds super weird. And then Honnet, do this. Look at all... Oh my god, she took off 10 shields. Oh, and Cyrus died. Uh-oh, I forgot that I needed... Oh, I forgot that I needed to heal with Ophelia. Oh, I can't believe I've done this. Oh, man. Okay, well, Cyrus, get back up. Honnet, can you... You know what? Yeah, actually, Ophelia. Ophelia, just put Aelfric's auspices on Cyrus. Just do it.
Aelfric, bringer of the flame.
And then, Honnet...
Come in, if thou darest.
Honnet, just do a healing grape. bunch.
Using this.
And hopefully she doesn't attack twice in a turn. Okay, she attacked Therion. Therion's gonna die.
Must be thy prey.
Ophelia also died.
What next?
That's very, very unfortunate. Actually, this is all very, very unfortunate. This is not going as smoothly as I was hoping it would. This is not going as smoothly as I was hoping it would. Let's get Ophelia up, I guess. Okay, at least she has, like, extra health. That's good. Oh, but now she's unconscious? Oh, come on. Oh, and Alphonse is only gonna last this one turn? Yeah, this is not going according to plan. I want Cyrus to do one big beefy attack. That is my wish for him. I want to kill this boss in like one hit with Cyrus. That is my goal. If I can achieve this, then it will be great. Okay, you need to not be... God. I hate this unconscious crap.
Using this.
I hate it. Okay, she needs to get... She needs to get Therion up.
Have this.
Cyrus might die.
What's this?
Oh my god, he's unconscious now too?
My turn now.
So annoying. Alright. Ophelia, you need to keep your BP though, that's kind of the problem, and... Well, maybe if I heal with... Actually, no, I could just literally heal with, like, probably with Heal More, and he'll be fine.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Yeah, that almost healed him up to full. That's better than... Oh, what? She just stole BP from him? Oh my god, this is, like, leave Cyrus alone.
Here.
My god, lady, leave him alone.
Letting the
Fine, you can do that to Honnet. I don't care. Honnet. Alright, Honnet, you have to give BP to Cyrus. The way I want to do this, like, Cyrus needs... Oh, but he's unconscious. Damn it. Ugh. Therion, what can I do? Can I... Actually, Therion, you can, I'm thinking, obviously. Therion, do this.
I'll do
That was actually a lot of damage, Therion, my god.
Prepare yourself.
Alright, Aelfric's Auspices again on Cyrus.
Aelfric, bringer of the flame.
And then Cyrus, for God's sake...
Now the true lesson.
Alphon on yourself.
Alphen, Lord of Learning.
What next?
And then Honnet... You just need to... This boss is... Actually, you know what I could do that might save Cyrus here? But Honnet could technically die? Is I could... Oh no, because Leg Hold Trap doesn't work for the next turn. Oh, maybe it does, actually. Oh, let's do that then. It'll get rid of one of her attacks, which I think is pretty useful.
Better than a snare.
Just don't die, Honnet. Honnet, just stay alive, please.
Over here.
Okay, Cyrus, stay alive.
Over here.
Oh, that actually... Oh, yes, it's on.
Holding back
It's
nothing.
on. Okay. Oh, we're doing it. We're gonna do it. Okay, I see the light at the end of the tunnel here. I'm gonna pull off an insane attack. Are you guys ready for this? Alright, we're gonna give another large pomegranate to Cyrus.
Here.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
My focus is
He's gonna use Dresang's
unparalleled.
spell on him. Actually, wouldn't it be better? I think it would actually be better here to use Elemental Break, weirdly enough. Yeah, it would be, actually. Yeah, let's do Elemental Break instead. Yep, final
Elemental
answer.
break.
Okay. And then...
Elemental break.
Oh, he used it twice. That's right. I forgot about that. Oh my god, 9 turns of that. That's insane. Alright, and then Ophelia. Ophelia, you can just, like, heal everybody up again.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Alright, guys. I'm about to beat the boss. Are you ready? We haven't done much damage to her. I know, hard boss. But...
My focus is unparalleled.
What do you say we use... I don't know, should we use Lux, or... Let's use Fire. Let's burn away the demon. Also, it's the first, like, spell type alongside Ice that Cyrus ever got to use, so let's use it in its most powerful form. Are you ready? Ignis Ardere.
Ignis Ardere. Not bad. A passing grade.
43,000 damage times 3, and I also need to remind you guys, if the boss hadn't have died, it would have hit 3 more times. Cyrus just did 260,000 damage in 1 attack. Sean just says, oh, period, my, period, God. Whew, that was fun. That was really fun. I love that. Oh, we need to do that more.
No, there's so much more I must learn.
Oh, okay, apparently I'm voicing it now. Alright. If nothing else, your devotion to the pursuit of knowledge is admirable. Unfortunately for you, you will not live to pass that on. Yeah, God, he destroyed her.
Oh.
From the far reaches of hell, at last I have the original. How many lives have been lost to the dark knowledge in these pages? But no, knowledge itself cannot be good or evil, only the hearts of those who would use it. I will use all the resources at my disposal to decipher this work for myself. And I will find the answer I seek, an answer of my very own. Perhaps one of the tomes in the study I passed through might aid me in deciphering these glyphs. Yes, I should return. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's put this back on Cyrus, because his power is too great for the world, and it's honestly kind of frightening. It's honestly kind of frightening. Can you imagine if I would have actually been able to also put up the Dresang's spell, Divine Shield? He would have done 25% more damage than what he already did, so he would have done well over 300,000. Absolutely just bonkers insane damage. Oh yeah, easily the biggest hit yet. Technically, Ulberich still has the record for biggest single hit of like 45,000, but Cyrus basically did 43,000, which is about what Ulberich did, but he did it 6 times instead of once, you know? And I'm getting all tangled up. Okay. Alright, so we are back in the library? Ah, examine, okay. At long last, I can begin to study the tomes in earnest. You obtained High Hornburgian Dictionary. I wonder if these items actually say anything interesting? Wait. Is it... Maybe it's in here. Ah, here it is. Used to translate the runes of an ancient language. Okay, sure, I could have probably guessed that. And then we're scrutinizing a bookshelf? An ancient tome detailing how the 12 gods sealed away an unholy power beyond the edge of the world. Trial of the 12, Volume 7. Alright, does that say anything interesting? Wait, where's that? Oh, that's gonna be knowledge, so that one actually is gonna be in here. The 12 gods sealed away a terrible power. Okay. Alright. In the pages of this tome, the secrets banished by the gods are likened to a golden fruit, and an ominously worded warning is issued to any who would covet this forbidden power. Forbidden gold. Is that one gonna be... Nope, that's probably in here. Okay, wait, no, go back up. Even the gods refuse this power, no matter how tempting it can never be unleashed. Okay. So the gods, the 12 gods of Orstera sealed away something. That, even though the power was great, even they did not dare wield it. I think I'm going... So we go back up here again? Oh yeah, because the book is actually up here, I see. Alright, we are scrutinizing the tome from the far reaches of hell. A tome wherein is writ, in horrifying detail, a forbidden right to bring back the unholy power sealed away beyond the edge of this world, from the far reaches of hell. Yes! Yes, I see! I do believe I have the knowledge I need to decipher the mural. Scrutinize the mural in the Ruins of Eld. Alright.
Now,
Oh
let
god!
us hunt him.
Oh, I think this is like, I don't know if this is a mini-boss, but this is one of those enemies I was telling you about that if you can capture it with Honnet, it's like a really good enemy to capture with Honnet. Unfortunately, I don't want it to live very long, so what kind of, it's a blood revenant? What would blood be weak to? What do you guys think blood would be weak to? Like, light damage, maybe?
Lux Conjurer!
Nope, not weak to light damage. Ugh, that's a lot of damage. Therion. Therion, why don't you donate your BP to Ophelia? I'm curious to see how much damage she can do. Ophelia, show us your
Mighty
stuff.
Cup, prepare yourself! Malefic stars, pierce our foes!
Oh, okay, that was
I am not amazed.
slightly
at such
underwhelming,
powers.
but still pretty good. Honnet finally hits level 50, so Lind might be slightly stronger now, but I wouldn't count on it. I wouldn't. I read somewhere that at level 50, his scaling goes up to the next tier, but that apparently that is not even that good, so... I don't know. Wow, I'm actually... I don't want to say it, but I'm surprised we haven't run into a battle. Wow, we didn't run it. Maybe they turn off the... Oh no, oh, I'm an idiot. We just ran into a battle. What am I talking about? My god. My memory sometimes is terrible, and then sometimes it's incredible, but there's like no in between. It's either really bad or really good. Oh! The mural's meaning. Death, doom, destruction. Death, doom, destruction. Death, doom, destruction. Death, doom, destruction. Like, okay, that's what this mural says. Really? Just death, doom, and destruction. A bunch of times. Most intriguing.
Now then.
Now, let me think through all I've learned. What did the 12 gods do? Sealed power away beyond the edge of the world. What forbidden power did the gods seal away? The power of life and death.
But of course!
Indeed, the power of life and death. That is the forbidden secret held within these pages. Trial of the 12 tells the tale of how the 12 gods sealed this power away. The author of Forbidden Gold compares this power to a golden fruit. Like a golden fruit, it calls out to and tempts the human heart. Into the pages of From the Far Reaches of Hell was this power sealed. These glyphs, yes, I believe I can decipher them now. Death, 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 death. Death, 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 death. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Destruction, destruction, destruction. Oh, sorry, no. Let me say it right. Destruction, destruction. Destruction, destruction. I don't know why it's only there 4 times instead of 8, but you know. There's only half as much destruction as there is death and doom. I think we can safely assume this is a warning of sorts. You don't say. A warning of the calamity that awaits us if the gate is opened and the forbidden unleashed. Were the mural and tome left behind as an invitation or a warning? I'm going to say a warning.
But of course!
Yes, the mural was left behind as a warning. I am sure of it.
Indeed.
Knowledge in and of itself is not inherently good or evil. It can, however, serve either purpose. All depends on the heart of he who would use it. I choose to believe that whoever created this mural so many years ago believed the same. For the sake of our future, be not tempted by the darkness.
Indeed.
Yes, these dark secrets must never be allowed to be put into practice. The mere existence of this tome is a threat. Shall I destroy it and banish its baleful knowledge for all eternity?
Not exactly.
No. Destroying the tome would not banish the darkness that exists in the heart of man. And as long as that darkness exists, people will find a way to work evil. I must preserve this knowledge that we might put it to use for good, not evil.
Thusly.
And yet, there is much more I must learn. I must decipher in the full contents of this tome and the murals in this place, and pass them on to those who would follow us. That one day, should we be threatened by forces from the far reaches of hell,
yes,
our descendants will possess the knowledge needed to protect this realm. First, I must return to Atlasdam and file a report on what I have seen here. Then, I must begin my analysis of this material I have collected. Yes, I'll be burning the midnight oil night after night, no doubt, and I can scarcely wait. Sean says, invitation, invitation, no, invitation. Oh, look, look. The credits! Let's just sit back and enjoy these, shall we? So I love these credits because, as you can see, it's actually going through every boss we've beaten. All of the chapter bosses, all, 32 of them, I believe? And you can see in these little clips of these fights, the person that actually got the killing blow on the boss is shown killing the boss. Like, Ulbrich got the killing blow on Gaston. Like, you can go back, you can watch the streams, and this will all be accurate. Ulbrich was the one who got the killing blow on Gaston. It was his chapter, though, so, and I tend to try to do that. If I know that it's their chapter boss, I try to let them have the killing blow, but it's not always the case. This was Ophelia's chapter 1 boss, and Ulbrich got the killing blow there. Oh, Prim and Yusufa. Oh, poor Yusufa. And Helganesh. And it looks like oh my gosh, that's right! Ophelia's Knight Ardant got the killing blow on that fight. Oh man, the memories. It feels like such a long time ago. We started this game, I believe, on the 5th... Wait. Oh my god, did we really? Wait a minute. Okay, after this is over, Somebody, like, tab open my channel page and go to the first Octopath video and tell me what day I posted the first Octopath video on. I think it was the 15th of April. Or not April. No, yes. March, April, May. Oh no, we're not in May yet. Wait, what the heck month are we in? I don't know. What is today? Is today not the 15th? Maybe, okay, for a second I thought maybe I think today's actually the 17th. Maybe I'm just wrong. I think I'm just wrong. I was gonna say, isn't it funny that we started on the 15th of a month and we ended on the 15th of a month with, you know, Cyrus's chapter, haha. But I don't think that's actually true. And oh man, that Cyrus's chapter 2 boss, that was super challenging for us because we were very underleveled. This music is also really good, by the way. This whole soundtrack is incredible. I seriously recommend, if you like video game music and you like orchestral type music, just listen to this whole soundtrack when you get a chance. Like hear it with your own ears in like a nice pair of headsets or speakers, and it's so amazing. There's a section of this final credits number where they start playing the main theme song, but like remixed, and it gives me chills every time it happens. Because this game has like the best main theme song of like any game I've ever played. I will frequently just go back to the video on YouTube where I can listen to the main theme song of the game because I think it's that good. It like it perfectly encompasses what I think music would sound like if you were about to go on a big adventure. And like each character, there are 8 instruments that are in the main theme song, and they add them in one at a time, and they cue in with whichever character is on the actual screen at the time in the main theme screen. The title screen rather. And so each character in theory has like their own instrument that goes along with them. Like I think Tressa's is like the flute or something, actually. And Prim's is probably like the cymbals or like the tambourine, I think. I think it's probably the tambourine. Oh, that guy. I hate that guy. Okay, so we did start on March 15th, and today's the 17th, isn't it? It's not the 15th. Am I right? God, I'm not... Normally I would give my feelings on a game, but we haven't technically finished yet, so I'm gonna save that until tomorrow's stream. I'm kind of just sitting here vibing with the music right now, and I hope that's okay with everybody, because it's music that deserves to be heard. It's so good. Wow, Cyrus killed that boss even while he was debuffed. While this is playing, I'm gonna go over here and blow my nose real quick, so I'm disappearing, but not forever. Oh, Matthias. Oh, Matthias. Possibly my favorite... I think Matthias is my favorite Chapter 4 boss. There's something so good about having voiced over text speech inside of a battle. There's just something really great about it. I really wish that they did that for every Chapter 4 boss. Every boss, really, but every Chapter 4 boss especially. Oh, and there's Red Eye. We're gonna learn a little bit more about Red Eye, by the way, guys. Like, what is it? What is Red Eye? What was Red Eye, I guess? But we'll learn more, trust me. In fact, if you have any sort of questions in your head of, like, something... Like, why are things so connected? What does this mean? How does this connect with this other thing? Like, for example, we now know that Graham Crossford is the one that wrote Tressa's diary, and is also the apothecary that saved Alphen. And there's more yet to be learned about Graham Crossford, and we will learn it, and man is it good. I'm excited for tomorrow. I mean, I'm excited for tomorrow, but I'm also terrified of tomorrow, but I'm mostly excited. Because it's an incredible part of the game. Oh, here it is! This is the main theme song remixed. Simeon. Yay, so good. God, I love that. I love that song at the end there. It's so amazing.
Professor! Professor!
Oh god, you just had to ruin my good mood game.
Over here, Therese.
I'm just kidding. I don't hate Therese that much, but, you know. She did lie and get us fired and accuse us of sleeping with the princess, who's, like, probably underage.
That stack of books seems to get bigger every time I see you.
And I'll need twice again as many to have any hope of translating this ancient tome.
Twice as many?
Fascinating, is it not? A traditional fairy tale from a certain region mentioned a gate of sorts. And I could not help but notice a parallel to the mural I found.
I see. Hence, these books on local folklore?
Just so. Considering your subject from all possible angles is a fundamental principle of scholarly research. But I forget myself. Might I surmise that you've come here to inform me that it's time for class?
Yes. You're late, Professor.
Pray forgive me, Your Highness. Very well then, my students. Let us begin.
He's got more students this time. That's nice. He's not just teaching Therese and Princess Mary. He's actually got, like... How many is that? He's got, like, 4 times as many students now. Good for him.
To quote the words of one Susanna Grotoff, author of Knowledge is Light.
Guys, Susanna! You have to understand, their chapters don't necessarily, like, mix directly, so the fact that he's actually referencing Susanna from Honnet's chapters is really cool. So she wrote the book, The Knowledge is Light.
The pursuit of knowledge is a journey with no destination. As long as people live, there is always something to learn. And so we learn, we record, we speak. Points connect, thus forming our history, our agency, our identity. This world we live in is not for or of any one individual, and neither is knowledge. And so I write and speak of all that I learned, to plant seeds of knowledge that will be harvested by those who follow me. To you who have found my writings, read well these words, that they may help you build a bridge to a brighter future.
So he did actually study. He burned the midnight oil and studied off into the night so much that he fell asleep in front of his work. That's so cute. I mean, I don't know. The fact that Therese is back there is a little creepy. Therese, can you just, like, take a hint, girl? But either way, I still love this. I love all of these art pages for the ends of their chapter 4s. It's... Alright, I gotta say goodbye. Goodbye, pretty picture. You have completed this traveler's tale. You can now freely remove them from your party. Yes, at last, at the very end of the game, by choice, of course, we can now finally move Cyrus out of the party if we so please. And yes, Kalis, that is correct. The entire soundtrack of this game is on Spotify. So you can listen to it for free. It's also technically on YouTube, although I think... Oh, I meant to mention to you guys at some point, not that it's, like, important, because we're not making money off the channel right now anyway. Like, I literally have to have, I think, like, 1,000 subscribers before, or something like that. I have to have a certain amount of subscribers before I'm allowed to start monetizing the streams and the videos. But, Square Enix has already, like, from like episode 2 of this series, they have already copyright claimed my videos, meaning it's not that they take them down or anything. It's not the same thing as a copyright strike. It's a copyright claim, meaning YouTube detected their music in their own game that I'm playing on YouTube, and they said, oh no, you can't have this music in your video, and because of that, you can't monetize this video now. So my entire Octopath series, except weirdly enough, there's like 2 episodes, like in the middle somewhere. I think it's like episode 6 and then some other episode where they haven't copyright claimed it for some reason. Don't ask me why. I don't know why these things happen or how they work, but if in the future these videos were to ever get like back, you know, people from the future watching them, I can never monetize these videos according to Square Enix. So, boo, Square Enix, boo. But also, whatever, it's fine. I really don't care that much. I just thought it was interesting that they got on that real quick with that copyright claim. So I don't know. I'm almost wondering if that's why Octopath doesn't do well on YouTube and why YouTube hasn't been sharing the streams as much as like Forbidden West and Breath of the Wild, because Nintendo doesn't copyright claim their games anymore. They used to do this thing where they would copyright claim it unless you were part of what they called the Nintendo Partner Program, which I was a member of. So you had to qualify for it, and it was really easy to become qualified for it. But every single video, when I would post my videos, if it was a Nintendo game, I would have to go to the Partner Program, and I would have to link them my video ahead of time before I posted it, and then they would have to accept or deny it, and then once it went up, they would choose to not copyright claim it. and then, as part of the program, instead of getting a full ad revenue from your own video like you should be, or like a near full, I think YouTube takes like 10 or 20% or something, but Nintendo, as a part of that program, they took 60% of the ad revenue and gave people 40%. And of course, people weren't happy about that. They were like, look, we're playing your game on YouTube. We're literally advertising for you. This is the best advertising you could ever imagine giving to somebody for basically free. And now you're telling me I can't make any money off of this because you want to make the money instead. So enough people complained that Nintendo got rid of the partnership program, and now they just allow all of their content on YouTube without copyright claiming it. So Nintendo games do really, really well on YouTube, apparently. I mean, Breath of the Wild, my god. I mean, I know Breath of the Wild is insanely popular, but I was getting like 300 views per stream, like the night of. Like, I remember having like 20 people in one of my streams at one time. It was crazy. Octopath has not been that way, and I wonder if it's because YouTube knows that Square Enix is annoying with the whole like advertisement and making money off of Octopath, so maybe YouTube's like, well, you're not going to make money off of this anyway, and therefore we're not going to make money off of this anyway, so we're just not going to share this as much. That could be what's going on, I'm not sure, but I'm going to do things anyway. I'm not going to base the content that I do on this channel off of how much money I can make off of it, because that's not what's important to me. What's important to me is spreading video game love. Like, video games have such a bad stigma with a lot of people who are non-gamers, and I just hope that as games are played more in like media like YouTube, that they become more and more mainstream over time, and that we can eventually fully escape this whole like video gamers are losers, or video gamers are toxic, or video gamers are this, or video gamers are that. So like, I just want to be, and I want to be sharing games that I love. I want people, like, you know, there are actually people out there that still believe that video games promote violence. Like, oh, you know, people go out and shoot and kill people because they play, you know, shooting games, and that's why. And it's like, well, there might be 1 or 2 people who have done that, you know, but they were already mentally unstable to begin with, and maybe the video game got an idea in their head or pushed them over the limit, but they were gonna get there eventually somehow anyway. And also, just because there are, like, FPS and shooting games out there and violent games and blood and gory games doesn't mean that there's not equally as many, if not more, other games that are wholesome and wonderful and teach great lessons and, in my opinion, are almost better than reading a book. Because yes, in a book you can imagine whatever you want and you can sort of see it in your head and it becomes real. But in a video game, it's fully fleshed out right in front of you, and you get to be a part of it. You get to be the story, be the character, and I think that is an experience that you don't get to get anywhere else. Or you don't get to have anywhere else, I should say. So that's why I play video games on this channel, because A, I love them and I have fun, and B, I want to share them with people, because I want to promote video games. I want people to see what I love so much about games. So maybe I play a game that somebody else has played and they played through it and they thought it was really good, but then they watch me play through it and I mention something about a part to them, like, here's why I love this part, and then they're like, damn, I never thought of that way. I have like a newfound love for this game now because of this one thing. I've had that happen to me before. So I just, you know, I think that's why I'm doing it. So, you know, obviously we're not making money off this channel, and it's growing slower than I think I would like it to, but we'll get there eventually. My goal for this year is 500 subscribers. We may or may not hit that. At the rate we're going with Octopath, we won't hit that by the end of December, but maybe if we do another game that, like, maybe if we do God of War and it does really well, we might gain another 30 or 40 subscribers, and then maybe once we hit another threshold or something, then, you know, it'll start exponentially growing faster and faster from a certain point. I want 500 because at 500 I get my community posting back, which, by the way, used to just be granted. Everybody could post community posts on YouTube, not just people above a certain subscriber count, but apparently they changed it since I had been gone, so now I have to earn back something which I already had, which feels kind of wah-wah, but you know. Was I just in there talking to myself? Oh, maybe, okay, I thought she had a quest for us. She apparently doesn't. Where is this quest then? All right, let's look at what quest we have left. We have about, I would say I'll probably go another 30 to 45 minutes, maybe, doing some of these quests, because I want to get as many of these done as I can as quickly as possible. So we have one more quest left in the Flatlands, which is where we are right now. It is called The Price of Vengeance. And the way we complete this, this was one of those quests I think I could have actually... Oh no, this was the quest that I said we needed to fight somebody. Wait, that guy that we fought, who disappeared in Duskbarrow, did he give us a crest and I didn't notice? Well, actually, it'd probably be under here. Oh yeah, we got a third mercenary crest, so now we can go to Goldshore. No, that's Grandport. Goldshore. And we can finally, after all this time, turn this dang quest in. We have been waiting to go to Duskbarrow literally since like halfway into the game. Also, the little girls are here. Oh, and we haven't scrutinized or stolen. You know what? Maybe I won't steal from these little girls. I like these little girls. Oh, just kidding. We're stealing from them. Sorry. You guys have too good of things on you. Let's just, you know, these are seashells. You're just giving us seashells. That's all this is. Oh yeah, lots of seashells. Really big, big seashells. Kayla says, I believe there are quite a few studies of there that seem to suggest that video games reduce aggression, anger, and stress, which actually leads to more violent... Wait. I believe there are quite a few studies out there that seem to suggest that video games reduce aggression, anger, and stress, which actually leads to less violent crimes. Oh, okay, I mean, he obviously fixed it, but he said leads to me violent crimes, so I was trying to figure out what he was saying. I couldn't figure out if he was saying that somehow people being less aggressive somehow led to more crimes or something like that. But no, I get it. Yeah. Yeah, I have read studies like that before. And, you know, studies are studies. And there are... I think with each study that happens, it gains more validity. And I think more and more people are doing studies on that kind of a thing. And it makes sense to me because video gaming is one of the ways that I unwind. I know sometimes it doesn't seem that way. It seems like I'm probably super stressed most of the time when I'm playing video games. But that's just me in my regular life. I'm less stressed while I'm playing games than I am in my real, like, regular life. So I would agree with that. And I would... Wait, did we turn the quest in? I have just been chatting away and I've not been paying attention to if I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to. Who's the... Maybe I did. I must have, right? Flatlands. No, we didn't. Who do... Oh, this is... he's not in Goldshore. I know where he is. One of the guys we had to beat for him was in Goldshore, but he is in Noble Court. I remember now. Down here. Why did Ariel wear seashells? Because B shells were too small and D shells were too big. Oh, I see. C, like the letter, but also C. Yeah, okay. Okay, I see how it's gonna be. Alright, I think this guy is over near the tavern.
Hello.
Okay. Mercenary crests times 3. These crests, I'd know them anywhere. They're the ones I gave to those scoundrels. I used to give these out to all my lads, made them say their oaths over them, pledging their loyalty to the company. I entrusted these crests to them as a sign of the faith I put in them as brothers in arms. Those scoundrels, they leaked information to our enemies right before a great battle, told them all our strategy. And some of the other lads, they tried to tell me, oh I see, they accused the villains of selling us out, but I didn't believe it could be true. They're our brothers, I said, they'd never betray us like that. Well, they did. But in the end, I was wrong. We lost that battle because of their villainy. So many good, loyal men lost their lives that day, and the company was done for. Even those who survived, I brought them nothing but pain. I must have ruined so many lives with my naivety. If only I'd been a better judge of character, there's never a day I don't think that. But I'm going to put those regrets to rest now. With this, I can finally start moving forward again. Okay. Veteran's Helm, what does that do? I say this a lot, but if I can't remember what it is, it's probably not very good. Yeah. Restores HP after every action, so, I mean, you know, whatever. It's better to just have defense than to restore a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of... I think it's like 5% of your HP. It's not even that big of a deal. Alright, so, we are done with the Flatlands. That was the very, very last quest in Cyrus's homeland. Oh! Yes, actually, yes. I am correct. Alright, we have... let's do this one. We have 2 quests in the coastlands. One of them is the Direst Desire. I'm going to do that toward the end of the night, I think. But we're going to do Princess Mary Redux. So let's see what we do for that one. Coastlands. Guide Allure Paul from the Undertow Cove. We have been there before. I don't know if you guys remember, but we went from Rippletide, and it's actually up here and in this cave. It was where we bought that dagger, the battle-tested dagger from Vanessa Heisel. Sean, you might have been not in stream. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure Kalis was here, but I think you were gone. Vanessa Heisel, the crazy biatch that she is, you know, testing apothecary potions on kittens and stuff, she is still alive. She is not in jail or anything. She has apparently turned over a new leaf, but then they also go on to say that she still sells her remedies for like a crap ton. So I don't know how much of a new leaf that could possibly be. But also she's hiding out in a cave for some reason. So the cave is over here. Oh, we have to guide and allure somebody. Oh, we have Ophelia. We can do that. Okay. So we have to, I'm pretty sure we, oh, but do I have to grab the quest? I bet you I have to grab the quest first. I bet, well, sometimes with these quests, they don't make you grab the quest first. There should be an NPC in here now. If he's not, I might have to go talk to Princess Mary first, which sucks, but if that's what must be done, then we shall do it. But I think he's supposed to be over here, well, not over here, but like, I don't think he's gonna be here. I do not think he's going to be here. Yeah, I don't think he's here. Let's go back to Rippletide, because I think we have to talk to Mary first. And she should be over here, weirdly enough. I can't remember why she comes here. The quest probably will tell us. But she's not. Yeah, here she is. Alright, scrutinize her. Let's actually read about her. I don't think we've gotten to do this. A bright young woman. Okay, so she's 17, so she's definitely underage. A bright young woman known as the Son of the Flatlands. Doesn't that sound like a weird, like, almost like derogatory, like Son of the Flatlands? Like, I don't know, it just doesn't sound very glorious. Said to be an even greater beauty than her mother, the Queen, she dedicates her days to her education in hopes of better serving her people in the future. Okay. Can we steal from her? We can, but she doesn't really have anything that good. Let me tab back over to chat. Oh, what a surprise it is to meet you here. Pray, do not tell anyone of my identity. I would not do for anyone to know that the Crown Princess of Atlasdam is abroad like this. The truth is, I came to meet the great scholar, Professor Paul. He was my tutor when I was a young child, and he is on his way back here now. Professor Paul has been traveling around an island nation off the mainland for the sake of his research. It has been a decade since he left these shores, but today, at last, the ship bearing him is due at this harbor. Oh, the music just stopped very abruptly. Every free hand to the sea! A great ship has foundered in the harbor. To your boats! We need every boat we've got to help the people. They won't make it long. Oh, so that it's sinking. Oh no. Oh no. No, it cannot be. Forgive me, but I must go find out more. Okay, so his ship just crashed and everyone is dying and sinking in the water. Great. Wonderful. Oh, and here's Leon again. It's just as I feared. It appears to have been Professor Paul's ship that went down. Professor Paul, please be alright. Okay, so this is why. This is why we have to go to Undertow Cove, because he probably washes up on the shore near the beach over there and then goes into the cave for shelter or something. Sounds like she brought the A-shells. I don't know what you're insinuating, but I don't think I like it. No, I don't think I do. You know what we haven't done in a long time? We haven't saved. Let's save the game. You know, because, like, you just never know. You never know when those power outages are going to happen. I mean, technically there is an autosave, so actually I think in theory I would be fine. It would autosave at the last place I entered or exited. But still, you know, just still. I cannot believe we have not run into a single battle yet. This is incredible. Why does it feel like evasive maneuvers is like working 1,000,000 times better than it ever has before? Alright, where is this guy? He's in here somewhere. I always remember him being off, like, over here somewhere. Aha! There he is. Okay, let's scrutinize. A former tutor of Princess Mary, in recent years he has traveled to lands beyond Orstera that he might study foreign cultures and their governing philosophies. His students praise not only his wisdom, but his warm disposition and open mind. Yes, but does he have anything good to steal? That's how we really judge a good character, on this channel. Alright, you are coming with me, sir. Princess Mary wishes to see you. A little drowning never killed anyone. Oh, Sean. Didn't we guide someone earlier and I was like, we're gonna need this person? I don't know, maybe we already turned them in, but I can't remember. Either way, this is who we need right now, so. Professor Paul! Yes, who might you— No, Your Highness! Yes, it is me, Mary. I am so relieved to find you alive and well. What a shock. My goodness, I could hardly have recognized you. Even in my dreams, I could not have imagined you would grow into such a fine lady. Not the wild little princess that I knew, using broken branches as play swords as she ran unchecked about the royal gardens. Please, sir, let us keep tales of the past in the past, if you please. I have never felt more keenly the 10 years that have passed since I left this continent until this moment. Such a long time it does feel like now. I wonder if you still recall, Professor, a certain event, when I lost you one of your precious books? Of course I remember it. I had only meant to play a prank. I had hidden that precious tome of yours in one of the palace's chimneys. Oh, what a misfortune it was that it should have been on that very day that the chimney sweeps came to do their duty. It was a spring, and so I hadn't thought there would be any chance that anyone would set a fire, and still, the book ended up so awfully coated with soot that it could never be read again. But when I tried to apologize to you, you told me this. If you regret your actions, then there is no need for me to scold you further. But I hope you will promise me 2 things. The first is that you will never do such a thing again. And the second, that you will take this empty tome and you will fill it with your own words. Write down all the— I mean, soot doesn't erase text, though. I don't understand, like, what? Write down all that you learned from this day onward, and when you have filled this entire volume, return it to me. I look forward to the day when I will get to read about all that you will learn in life, my princess. I still remember every word of that conversation as though it were only yesterday. Yet it was more than 10 years ago now. How the time does fly. I have kept both of my promises, Professor Paul, and this belongs to you. This book. This book! So you truly did complete it. You have learned a great deal in these 10 years. Now I understand very well the grace and wisdom in your eyes. And looking at the worn pages of this volume, I can tell exactly how hard it is that you've been working all this time. Everything that I am today is thanks to the wonderful tutors I have had, like you, Professor Paul. I owe you my eternal gratitude for saving the professor. I am so glad I was able to see my promise fulfilled. And there we go. Absolute 0 staff. This staff is so sexy. It is a sexy staff. But it's not gonna go on Cyrus. So it is down here. It's only got 293 elemental attack, but it does increase ice damage dealt. It is one of those amazing items that increases an element by 30%. So I think I give this one to Prim, because she is currently the scholar, and I think the other weapon that she has on her is like, it's got like 300, well, you know what, let's see what should be better if I go to Prim, because she's got I think her staff gives her 333 attack. This one gave less than that, like, didn't it give 293? Oh no, I want equipment. Yeah, so this is gonna be about a 40 damage. So she'll do less damage with every element, but she will do 30% more damage with ice. And now I'm sitting here wondering if that's worth it. I think it is, but I'm gonna keep the other staff on her. For now. I don't know, unless I figure out a good build or a good character job combination where I feel like this would, like, really, what am I trying to say? Really kind of, like, prosper. Kayla says maybe 1 billion leaf would be a good reward. You guys are never gonna let Tressa live that one down. Poor Tressa. Poor Tressa. Alright, so we've done that quest. Let's do... There's one in the Highlands that I want to do. We're almost at 3 hours in, so we've still got some time. We're gonna get through as many of these as we can, and then we're gonna do the rest of them tomorrow, and then the final boss. And hopefully we kill the final boss tomorrow. That is the goal. We don't want a part 25. I mean, my anal retentiveness kind of does want a part 25, but not really though. We don't want to start the final boss in a video and then not actually beat it. That would be kind of wah-wah, you know what I mean? I have a lot riding on that boss fight, I tell you. Who am I trying to find here? In the Highlands, we are doing Russell's Repentance. Oh. Do we have history of the Clifflands, history of the Frostlands, and history of the Woodlands already? We need those 3 things. I think it's information gleaned? Maybe it's this. Oh. Oh, do we not have them yet? Huh. Okay, well, let's see if the quest is at least still here. Russell should be here. Now, Russell, it's been a long time since we've seen Russell, so I would not blame any of you if you forgot who he is. He was actually the very, 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 very first boss we ever fought in this game. It was Cyrus's Chapter 1 boss. So, we can steal from him a Laurel Staff and a Fire Soulstone. And then he has a quest for us.
Ah.
Yes, yes, how can I help you? Russell, I found the 3rd volume of the Mountaineer... have you found the 3rd volume of the Mountaineer's Journey yet? Yes, in fact, I have up to Volume 4. Good, then I'll get to work on Volume 3. In the meantime, could you get started on the 4th tome over there? But of course, Dominic. My life has been very different since being arrested for stealing that tome. After I was released, I had no place to go and eventually drifted into this town. I'm now learning about manuscripts from Dominic. He's taken me in as his apprentice. I can't find work as a scholar, but there's not really much else I can do otherwise. Thankfully, Dominic picked me up despite the fact that I reeked of liquor and hopelessness. Wow. I've dedicated myself to being his apprentice. I won't make the foolish mistakes I did in the past. Someday, I hope to write my own books and donate them to libraries the world over. That's why we're currently researching the histories of the land, but we're still lacking information on certain places. I'd love to look into it myself, but I've got enough work from Dominic to keep me busy for days. So he wants the histories, but we don't have them. I'm wondering if you can only find them... There are now... Okay, so I think maybe there's 3... Okay, let's go to Boulderfall. Where are you, Boulderfall? Somewhere over here. Yeah. There should be a know-it-all in Boulderfall now. Somewhere. I don't know. If I notice an NPC that... Well, I don't remember this guy. For sure. He's a proud collector. Befuddling Dagger, Herb of Valor, Astonishing Object. Ooh, a cure for Diarist's Rider Block. We need that for one of our quests from Grandport. So that's very good. I don't remember this guy? Aha! Oh, here he is! Clifflands Know-It-All. The Clifflands are blessed with an abundant mineral wealth, and many arms and armor used in conflicts throughout the ages can trace their origins to it. The region is also the source of rare and high-quality rock salt, the trade in which has earned many notable individuals considerable fortunes. Okay. Inspiriting Plum, Herb of Awakening. Okay, so we got that bit of information there, that's good. And then I need to go to Still Snow next, which is up here. And then we need to finally go to Dusk Barrow at the end, but I'm tabbing back over to chat. I bet you they all look like this guy. This is... Oh, that's apparently not him, though. Is this him? Oh no, this is just a carefree man. Why are you here, carefree man? Why are you here? He doesn't even have any quest items on him. That's very strange. He's not gonna be in the brothel. Although she's here. I don't think she... Oh, she does have something. Oh, it's the Forbidden Dagger. So I found out that this dagger reduces the fire and dark damage that the character it's equipped to does by 50%. That is so not worth it. That's not even worth it at the point in the game. Like, I don't know. I suppose it could be worth it on maybe Therion if it has a lot. Did it have a lot of physical attack on it? If it did, then maybe. But even then, that's like a big if. God, where is this guy? Sean screams at the top of his lungs, "She is poor by her own choice!" Well, technically she's not poor, though. I mean, we do have 1.26 million leaf. I mean, it's not like she's poor. She's so rich, she could use hired help. What is that, 400 times? No, I didn't do that math right. 40 times. She could use hired help 40 times. Actually, technically 42 times. And still have like a tiny fraction of leaf left over. That's nuts. The frostlands in the northern reaches of the continent are so named for their ever-present layer of snow, which endures due to the elevation and proximity to the polar zone. According to historical records, it is here that Aelfric, the deity central to the sacred flame faith, descended from on high. I do like these little extra bits of lore that we get. Okay, and then we go to Duskbarrow. Oh, and you know what I want to do? I think... Do we guide and allure this guy? Let me go to... Hold on, I want to go down real quick. No, we don't. This is the guy where we have to challenge or provoke a grave robber in the dungeon that's nearby. Okay. But then what about the guy with his father, Ashlyn the Bee? Oh, we have to allure... Oh, that Ashlyn was the one that we wanted to allure. That's right. Oh, and then this must be the... Is this the know-it-all? Woodlands know-it-all. The Woodlands are perhaps one of the most verdant, undeveloped regions. Of particular interest is the village of Swarky. You know what? Humans are so dumb. It says undeveloped regions. What it really means, like, it's developed. It's just developed by nature. Nature has developed it. It is humans who have come by and, like, kind of ruined it in a lot of ways. So, you know, it's such a human thing to say. And I'm not saying that as, like, an alien or something, but, you know. Sometimes I do that, though. I think about the human race as if I am not one, and it's funny to do that, because you're like, man, if aliens did invade Earth and studied us, some of the things that we take for granted as just, like, everyday stuff, they would be like, man, that's weird. But anyway, the Swarky, which lies deep within the Darkwood, a place steeped in magic since ancient times, which is why many of the local hunters are proficient in its usage even today. So maybe Honnet can speak with animals because of forest magic. That's actually kind of cool. Veritable embodiments of Swarky's traditions, one might say. I like that. I really like the little, like, tidbits of lore. It's fleshing out even... I guess I didn't read these scrutinizes when I did this quest originally, so I don't remember these little bits. You're coming with me, Ashlyn. And in fact, we will go back and turn in all of these things to Russell, but while we have the party that we have, I want to go in, well, not technically, oh, okay, well, we have this too, travel banter. Let's switch over, there we go. Where did Lind get to, Honnet? She hath gone outside, running about and chasing hares, I warrant. Of course. She's so docile and obedient, sometimes I forget that she's still a wild creature. Just so... Cyrus, I will that you not speaking up on me like that. I might loosen an arrow into your side. Can we help you with something, Professor? I might find myself most fascinated by your ability to control beasts, or I find myself, not I might find myself, on it. If it were no trouble, I would like to ask you some questions at some opportune time. Of course. Truth be told, I'm curious about all of thee, too. Primrose and her dancing, Cyrus and his studies. Therian's thievery. That so? Especially thee. I wonder how thy fingers became so dexterous. Practice makes perfect. Speaking of which, I have observed you sometimes writing and whittling with your opposing hand. Is that practice too? Mm-hmm. So you train both hands to improve your dexterity. Why so perplexed? It's not much different than you practicing your aim, or Primrose practicing her dancing. Just so, Primrose, thou dost leave in our company and hiden thyself away at times. I hate spectators during practice. I need to get a dance perfect before I can do it in front of anyone. You are dedicated to your art. So what about you, Professor? Do you practice studying? In my case, I develop my powers of deduction and insight by reading tomes and closely observing people. I attempt to guess what other people are thinking. It sharpens my mind and, I confess, amuses me too. That remindeth me. Earlier, Lind growled at thee in warning. Was that a warning? I suppose I should apologize for what transpired earlier then. Oh, and what was that? You see, I was curious about snow leopard biology, so I undertook a careful study of Lind. From morning to night. Precisely! It's no wonder the poor dear's wary of you. I hope this has been a lesson to you, Professor. Wow, that was probably the longest travel banter I think we've ever had. Not that that's a bad thing, but it was definitely like, wow, they're having a conversation right now. Tressa. Replace Honnet. And then Therion, yeah, this is the party I want to go with, because I want to be able to challenge for the quest. Oh no, we need Ophelia. Yeah, Tressa, you gotta go. Yep, that's the party I want. Okay. This way we still have Ashlyn with us, who has the Snakesbane sword. Hopefully we'll find his father and the weird shadow snake in this dungeon that we are going to. So yeah, there is a dungeon somewhere on this route. I just didn't go over this way because I knew the dungeon was over here. And I kind of wanted to get a move on Cyrus's chapter. We had already done a few things by that point, and I figured we would do this at some point tonight, and sure enough, we're doing it now. So what we'll probably do is we'll finish these two quests that are actually both involved in this dungeon, and then we'll go turn in Russell's quests, and then I think that might be where we'll stop for the night, because then that will leave us with... Well, that'll leave us with 1, 2, 3... 4 quests to do tomorrow. Plus the rest of the quests involved in the final boss, because there's a quest chain that you have to do for the final boss, and I won't tell you. You guys could probably figure it out if you've been paying attention, but we have already started the quest line. We've actually done several quests in the quest chain that will eventually lead to the final boss. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. I want you to have to, like, actually use your noodle a little bit. Hey, don't give me that look. This is treasure, I tells you. Or do you really think it's all worthless junk? Bah, what do you know? As if you're some expert. Wow, you're overly defensive and I didn't say anything. Let's beat him up, shall we?
'Tis a good day for battle. Have at you.
Weak to swords? No.
Too slow.
Maybe he's weak to spears.
Too
I always
slow.
like
No.
trying the spears because we can do this.
Ha!
Oh, he is! Oh, and he broke him. Nice, Ulbrich. Oh, we made him blind, too. That's pretty cool. Oh, and unconscious?
The
Wait, is he
battle is truly
Is he
joined.
blind? Oh, no, he's broken. Okay, broken uses the same star little icon as unconscious does, so...
My blade is unbending! I wreak havoc upon thee!
Oh my... That's the biggest hit we've done, like a
The
single
thrill of
hit.
the fight.
46,600. Ulbrich, you're a beast. You're a beast. You're a monster. Damn it all, you'll rue this day. Every single person we have beaten in a fight like that's like a robber or whatever, they always say the same thing. And so far, I have yet to rue any day. You saw him off, did you? Well, I'm most grateful for that, I can tell you. Now I won't be bullied into buying his worthless rubbish anymore. Is this? What is it? What is it? Well, Would you look at this, would you? I was idly cleaning the soil off, and what do I find but a pattern rendered in gold? Gods in heaven, I wonder why... Why yes, this is one too, and this. Verily, these are wondrous relics, and no one has noticed until now. I imagine the face that wretched grave robber would pull if I were to tell him. So the things he... Let me get this straight. So the things he was trying to sell you, that you thought were worthless, that he apparently thought was worthless, that he was trying to sell for more than they were worth, they were actually worth something, and now you have basically stolen them because we beat him up. Cool. Just making sure we're on the same page. Which I won't, of course. I cannot breathe a word of this. Why, you ask? Because I too thought this was mere rubbish. People would think me a fraud, or worse, a fool. Why, I'd be the laughingstock. Because you are those things. But sure, okay. This affair has been a warning to me. I must reapply myself to my trade. Well, at least you're learning a valuable lesson, right? Alright, but actually... Oh, well, I want to go south, but also north. I want to be everywhere and yet nowhere. How do I get up there? Can I... Alright, maybe we have to go down. Maybe we have to go this way.
Time to teach you a lesson.
Alright, Cyrus used Blizzard.
A tempest of ice shall rage.
Nice. Oh, we're kind of running low on the old SP.
A passing grade.
Well, Therion's about to level, though. I don't know, who's... Ulbrich is probably low on SP. He's always low on SP. Oh, wait, I wanted to go this way. Because there's a chest down here. There should be... I'm almost positive the other quest is also done in this dungeon, so hopefully I'm not wrong.
Can't we settle this like...
Oh my, those are some impressive looking weapons you have there, sirs.
What is the logical
Be a shame if you were to it would be a shame if you were weak to ice damage, though.
You should have studied harder.
Yay, Therion level up. Ophelia, you're not even level 50 yet? Jeez. Ophelia, you need to level faster, please, ma'am. How do I get down there now? Why is everything, like, closed off to me? Can I go... I am very turned around. I think we have not been up here yet. God, this place is huge! This dungeon is massive. Like, is this necessary, having this all the way back here? Hypno's Crown. Ooh, I remember that being a decent item. I don't know if it's, like, the best, but it's an SP Oh, it may... Actually, I think it is. I think it's the best SP, max SP boosting helm in the game. So if that's something that you're looking for, that's an incredibly good item. So I'm kind of glad that I picked it up, because I may want it for the last fight. I'm not sure.
There is no choice.
The last fight... Well, I'll just say this much. The last fight is kind of similar to how the fight... how Lucia's battle went tonight. We're gonna basically be, like, buffing... If we're doing it right, anyway, we're basically gonna be uber buffing one character, and then that one character is gonna try to decimate the boss before the boss gains certain abilities that make it much, much harder to kill. But it's difficult. It is real difficult. In fact, Therion, why don't you do some damage? Does anybody have spear attacks? No? Really? Okay, well, let's just drop 30,000 leaf, because why not?
Someone else could do it for me.
You know, that did a lot of damage for Therion standards, but it didn't kill them, so I'm still I just spent 30,000 leaf and Therion couldn't even kill the enemies. How poopy.
Malefic stars, pierce our foes.
Ophelia just did basically more damage, and all she had to do was just spend SP. Oh, Therion. Therion, I know you try. I was thinking about maybe giving Therion, like, Blade Master job, so that he would actually have, like, attacks that do something. I don't know, just a thought. Oh, and there's the man. That is the man we need. Follow that man. God, this dungeon, it's so twisty. It's a twisty dungeon. I don't know why. I amuse myself sometimes, and I know that that's such a dad thing to do, and I'm aware of it. I am fully aware of my own vices, but I'm not fully aware of how the heck I get through this dungeon.
Can't we settle this like gentlemen?
But yeah, like, I just make myself laugh from time to time, and honestly, that's the way the world should be. We should all be able to make ourselves laugh. Being able to make yourself laugh is, like, seriously a very valuable mechanism. Like, you know, in moments in life when you are hurt and you have nobody there to support you and to lift your spirits, you need to be the person to do it. You need to lift your own spirits, and so I'm glad that I can make myself laugh, even if it is really cheesy and cringy. But still, I think it's a good quality in a person. Plus, if you can make yourself laugh, then often others will laugh alongside you. Being an actor, I can tell you that much, is very true. Oh, and this must be the way I go? Ah. Huh? Ah! I see. This way. Here he is. Finally! Oh, wait. Let's, Nah, Cyrus probably doesn't need SP. I don't know. Father! Wow. Father, it's me! Remember who you are! Ah, he's a zombie, I guess. Manipulated father. This is the guy that had the shadowy snake wrap around him and, like, poof him out of existence, and I guess he's here now. I don't know why. Don't ask me these questions. Father? Father? Ashlyn, is that you? Oh, so he slashed him with Snake's Bane, so we don't even have to fight him. Father, you are saved! The beast is slain! See, I think this is one of those fights where it would have been really cool if or one of those times where it would have been really cool if this guy had one of those giant snakes alongside him in battle and you had to fight them. That would be cool. And maybe they even give you Snake's Bane as like an item to use during the fight or something on the snake. I'm sorry, my son. No, I'll hear no apologies. You are safe, and that is all that matters. When I was possessed by that monster, it spoke to me. Others like it were slain by men. It wanted vengeance. The voice engulfed me. I fell into it, drowning, and then my mind was no longer mine. That terrible magic, what folly, what madness gripped me. That creature, it... Enough, Father. It is behind us now, and all is right again. That is sweet news, my son. My quest is done, my father saved, thanks be to you. I'll take my father to a nearby village so that he might rest and recover. Ooh, I bet that means we can go scrutinize and steal from him. I pray that your journey too shall have as blessed a conclusion. Hashtag blessed. What do we get from that one? Ooh, a slippery nut large. Ooh. And a monster's training hat. Didn't we... Is this the only one of this we've had? Look at all these different hats we have now. Ooh, okay, the physical and elemental defense is actually kind of decent. Oh, this is another one of... Oh, no, actually it's not. I was gonna say this is another one of those items that has, like, defense on them and then an element, but is, like... This other one was missing... Where is it? The Historian's hat? No, the Adventurer's hat is missing, like, elemental defense, but this one has the same thing, but does, like... Yeah, I don't know. So maybe there's, like, a hat or something for... Well, maybe not. There's 3 of them, lightning, light, and wind. I don't know if there are any more than that, but whatever. They're still relatively useless to us. I know we're gonna go, like, turn in Russell's quest, but I just want to quickly see if this guy is here with him now. He could be in Swarky, too, because I believe that's where the quest started. Oh, and also we do... Oh, no. Oh, this is the guy... Okay, we finished that quest, right. We finished that one as well. We didn't actually have to physically turn it in. And yeah, I think there they are, right? That's him and his dad back there. Okay, he doesn't have anything new. His dad does, though. Oh, wow, he really can be scrutinized and stolen from. Ashlyn's father and one of the survivors of the Greenwood tribe. He used forbidden magic to protect his village, but was possessed by a giant snake in the process. Though the snake is gone, the memories continue to haunt him. Oh, no. He has PTSD. And some plum baskets. I will take his plum baskets. And then we shall exaunt away to... no, not Cobblestone, to Stonegarden. Sean says, you can't buy DPS. And Angie says the guy who is ripping... Did I probably made a pun, didn't I? Uh-oh. I have become I have... What is the quote from Batman? You either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. It is me, the villain. I am the pun villain now. I don't know. I probably said a pun. I think that's what you're saying, and if not, don't worry. It's only a matter of time. It is only a matter of time. Oh, we missed Russell. He's actually back this way. What I just did there, that just reminded me of that part in Hercules where, what are the Titans, when the Titans get released, they're like, they chant something when they're like marching really slowly. They're like, what are they chanting? I think it's like, don't they just say like, freeze them with ice, and like, crush them with stone, or like some, and then like, Hades is like, guys, Mount Olympus would be that way. And then they just kind of like stop and pause for a moment, and then they just continue on doing what they were doing, but in the opposite direction. And it's like, that's like one of my favorite parts of that movie. I love Hercules. Hercules is like my favorite, probably my favorite Disney movie, actually. Or one of them at least, if not my favorite. Someday I hope to write my own books, yeah, blah, blah, blah. We know all this. We have your information. Histories of all sorts. Angie says, OMFG, he knew a movie reference. Wow. See, this is what I get. You went all that way to research this for us? I can't thank you enough. With this information, we'll have our book done in no time. I realized just how much work goes into... Ow, I just had like a muscle spasm in my neck. Ooh, that hurt. I just realized how much work goes into making a single book. Did you guys see me twitch there? Ooh, that was really painful. And yet, the me of the past was still willing to sell one just to make a small profit. When Dominic heard about what I had done in the past, he told me something. You and I are one of the same. Even though you're a free man now, it doesn't feel like you've atoned for your crime, does it? I know the feeling. If you don't have anywhere to go, why don't you work with me? Until the day you can forgive yourself. At least let me do that much. We had only just met, but he sincerely wanted to help me. He didn't say it, but I know something happened to him in the past. That's why I want to atone properly for what I did. I want to be able to forgive myself for it. And I want to help him forgive himself too. It's never too late. Oh, what a happy ending. Confessional armor. Well, that's relevant, I guess. Slightly reduces ice damage taken. Ooh, this one has that one has a lot of physical defense on it, though. A lot. Oh, but not that much. Never mind. It's not that good, because this one's got 235 on it. Eh. Oh well, we're still doing quests. Okay, so that one's done. So let me just double check my notes here. So we have one quest left in the Sunlands, one quest left in the Riverlands, we have one quest left in the Clifflands, and then in the Woodlands we have one quest left as well. And the quest that is left in the Woodlands is actually the quest that we need to do for the final boss. So technically, we only have 1, 2, 3 side quests left in the entire game, plus the final boss side, like, quest chain. Yeah, that is... Wow. Honestly, when we started streaming Octopath, I was pretty sure I wasn't going to do all the side quests. I was like, meh, they're not really good, and I still stand by. Like, I think they could be improved. I I think the fact that a lot of them are so vague that unless you are using a guide, it's like very difficult to figure out what some of these people want. Like some of them they're pretty obvious, and then some of them you're like, no, literally, there's no way I would have figured that out. So that kind of bothers me, but I'm glad we're doing them because honestly, some cute little stories have come out of some of them, and some like further lore bits, like the lore bits that we got in the history of the Clifflands and that one that we just did with Russell. Like, we learned some cool things, like how Honnet possibly has, like, forest magic that allows her to listen to the hearts of animals. Like, that's really cool. That's something I didn't even know, and I've played through this game 3 or 4 times. So, there we go. So, to reiterate, to cap it all off, tomorrow's plan, we're gonna stream at 8. We're going to stream at 8, because here's my hope. My hope is that we're going to finish up these 4 quests, and then we're going to go in, and we're going to beat the crap out of that boss. Okay, that is my hope. If that doesn't happen, then oh well. But I think we have enough time to start at 8, and then also beat the boss. I hope so. But that's what is planned. Now, here's the thing. I haven't shown off my XP and JP grinding methods. I'm gonna do grinding after I end the stream tonight. Not exactly, like I'm not just gonna end the stream and then keep playing the game. I'll take a break. I need to go eat something and, like take a breather. But I'll play at some point tonight because I don't sleep. And I will grind out some XP and JP. I think I want to grind the characters to at least level 60. Cyrus is like level 63, so I think it's perfectly doable. I might try to even do it to like level 65 or so. Cyrus is just going to be more leveled than everybody else, and there's really, as they start gaining levels, the XP gap between the levels gets so big that the characters do sort of eventually catch up to one another, but it takes a little while. So Cyrus might even hit 70. I don't know. Kalis even said when he first did the boss in his first playthrough, his first attempt was at level 70 because the boss was that hard, like, he had heard the boss was that hard, and it is. And even at level 70, you're not guaranteed to steamroll the boss. In fact, I would say there is no guarantee to steamroll the boss. Even the strategies that work on the final boss, they are not always guaranteed. There is still some level of RNG involved, which kind of sucks. So, hopefully we'll do that, but I'm gonna grind up, and then tomorrow, like, either before or after we do the rest of the side quests that we have to do, I'm gonna show you guys my grindy method. I'm gonna show you how I grind JP and XP so that should any of you want to play this game in the future, you have, like, kind of an idea of how you want to build your characters' support skills and gear and speed and all these other things that you don't normally think about in your day-to-day boss battles, but you do think about when you're grinding out XP in the quickest and most efficient way possible. So I'll show you guys how to do that. But I'm gonna do most of the grinding myself because I think it's boring and you guys don't want to see that. And Angie says, oh, so for the Titans for Hercules, they do all say something different. I love that. Man, now I want to watch Hercules. Also, like, I once met the guy who plays Hercules at Disneyland, and oh my god. Like, the thirst was real. I don't know, you can find pictures of, like, the guys who play Hercules at Disneyland, and it's a good costume. It's a good costume. I may have a thing for gladiators. I don't know. And that may be a thing. That may be an attribute that I have as a human being. Alright, but anyway, we did a crap ton of stuff today. I'm really, really impressed with everything that we got done. I feel super just... like, we achieved a lot. I feel like I have gone above and beyond what I even thought we were going to do for this game. We've finished every chapter, which we knew we were going to do, but also we're going to be finishing all the side quests, which was not a plan of mine, but I'm glad we did it, because even though technically I haven't found every chest in the game, and I haven't found every enemy's weakness in the game, and all this other stuff, this is going to be essentially the first game on the channel that I have actually 100%ed for the most part, in, like, terms of questing and all that stuff, like side quests. I usually will do some side quests in games, but I won't do all of them on stream. I'll do them in my own playthroughs, but not on stream, because sometimes I feel like it gets boring. But I feel like we fit it in well enough here that it worked. It worked pretty decently, so... let's go ahead and stay at the inn, and then we're gonna save, And my goodness, you know what? We had more viewers in today than I think we have on any of the other videos, like just right off the bat. So that makes me very happy to see. Hopefully, hopefully this continues. I would love. Well, I mean, we only have one more stream, so, and tomorrow is the final boss, so maybe YouTube will be like, okay, we'll share this, because it's got all these, you know, buzzwords in it that people like to click on, like final boss. I don't know if I'll actually say final boss in the title, I probably won't. I'm very anti-spoilery on this channel, so I'll probably just say, like, well, I mean, I'm gonna put the end on the thumbnail, and usually when people see the end on the thumbnail, they're like, ooh, I want to see the end of the game. So maybe we'll see some new faces in tomorrow, but today was really fun. Thank you to everybody who was in here. You guys were a blast today. It was a riot. Today was so chaotic, and I live for that, so thank you. You guys brightened my day, and I hope I did the same for you. Make sure tomorrow that you are following me on Facebook and Twitter around anywhere from noon to 3 o'clock. I'll post on both my Facebook and Twitter as to when tomorrow's stream is going to happen for sure. But for now, the plan is going to be 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And that's, by the way, facebook.com/VinnyAdventures and twitter.com/VinnyAdventures. And there's people in here right now. There are 6 viewers in this stream right now, and I only have 4 likes on this video, so whoever of you have not liked the stream, like the stream. It really does help. I promise you, I don't make this shit up. YouTube really does share the streams and my videos in general more when they have likes on them. So if you want the channel to continue to thrive and you had a lot of fun tonight, support the channel by just simply subscribing and hitting the like button. Really, I know every YouTuber says it, but they say it for a reason. It's important. And I want this channel to go far because we have a lot of fun, and I want us to have even more fun, and it seems like the more people that are in here, the merrier it is, and the better time we have. So there you go. Thank you guys again for a wonderful night, and I will see you tomorrow for hopefully the final episode of Octopath Traveler. See you.